Bob Allen Motor Mall, Hometown Radio Network, teaming up every morning to honor America with a playing of our national anthem. Phone number to call in this morning for birthdays and for anniversaries is the same as it always is, 859-238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. Now, when I was driving in, I was listening to 103.9, and something was going on, and our FM translator was not working. And it was playing, I was getting like the 103.9 FM from Lexington, which is a hip-hop station. So if you're trying to listen on 103.9, you wouldn't hear this anyway. But if you're listening on 12:30 a.m. this morning, and it's easy for you, or maybe you're like going to get breakfast, and you're at a stoplight or whatever, if you can change it to 103.9, just to let me know, and then if it's me or if it's not, and then you can call me and say, hey, no, you're not on 103.9, or you are, yeah, everything's good this morning, because it wasn't working when I drove in. That number is 859-238-9447. I can't easily do that here in studio. I'm just sitting here with my headset on at a board talking into a microphone. So it's not like I can monitor what each station is playing from where I am. So if someone could do that for me, if you're listening on 12:30, and again, if it's easy for you to flip to 103.9, see what's on the air. If it's me, then okay. If it's not, then give me a call and let me know. 859-238-9447. Let's do a little birthday party celebrating on this Tuesday, April the 21st. Birthdays today look like this on our local list. Starting off on this date with Radio Rick's birthdays. Brett Schobel having a birthday today. Happy birthday to Radio Rick's son, Brett Schobel. He's celebrating a birthday today. Mitch Ellis has a birthday. So does Jim Burchett, Joe Bushman, and Ernie Hatfield on the birthday list. Janet Estes celebrates. Mark Kendrick, Linda Gray, and Megan Solwester on the birthday list here today as well. 859-238-9447. Call them in. Get your birthdays and your anniversaries right here on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. All right, 6:17 in the morning. Got a phone call in here. Good morning. You're on the Joe Show.
Good morning, Joe. It's Jane. Just to let you know, we got hip-hop on the FM line.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I ought to call Robert and let him know. See, when it's 6 o'clock in the morning, I don't know what constitutes a radio emergency or not. But I feel like us not being on the station we're supposed to be on kind of constitutes a radio emergency. So maybe I'll give Robert a call then and let him know.
Oh, okay. Well, right. I'm sorry. I thought you said call you if we were.
No, you did. You did. Yes, you did the right thing. Because I can't tell back here in studio, so I appreciate you calling and letting me know, Jane. Yeah.
Yeah.
So appreciate that.
You all have fun today.
All right, Jane. You too. Thanks for calling.
Hello. Welcome back, Donald.
Oh, she's at McDonald's. I heard the drive-thru pop in and say, hello, welcome to McDonald's. Clay Albright listening to and said, yeah, 103.9 was really fuzzy. And then the guy started talking about it being the Breakfast Club morning show or something like that. So we'll see if we can get this problem fixed. In the meantime, 12:30 is going strong this morning. 859-238-9447, 238-WHIR. We got sports coming up. We got this date in country music history coming up. We got celebrity birthdays. We got a lot to accomplish in the 6 o'clock in the morning hour. But maybe most importantly is getting the show back on 103.9. That's probably most important. A Spurs star makes history. An LA Dodgers pitcher to miss a considerable amount of time. And the Reds win again. Those are the headlines on this Tuesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis guiding you through these Tuesday morning sports, starting off with your Cincinnati Reds, where they continue to work and work hard away from home. Rookie Sal Stewart homered again, doubled, stole a base, and scored twice as your Cincinnati Reds beat the Rays 6-1 last night for their fourth straight win. Stewart put Cincinnati on the board with a two-run homer in the first inning, ending Jesse Schulten's scoreless streak to start the season at 9 2/3. With his eighth homer, Stewart matched Munetaka Murakami of the Chicago White Sox for the lead among Major League rookies, and St. Louis's Jordan Walker Walker for the National League lead. Stewart has the rookie lead in RBI and extra base hits. The 23-year-old first baseman also snagged a line drive with the bases loaded for the final out. Rhett Lauder needed 33 pitches to get through the first inning, issuing a bases-loaded walk to Yandy Diaz. He settled in from there, allowing 5 hits and 2 walks in 6 innings. 3 relievers worked an inning apiece for Cincinnati. The Reds entered the game with a bullpen ERA of 2.31, the best in the majors. They're now 9-2 playing games on the road. In the NBA, Victor Wembanyama was named the NBA Defensive Player of the Year on Monday and made history twice, becoming the first unanimous pick for the award and the youngest winner. Wembanyama, who's 22 years, 106 days, is also the first winner under 23 years old to win the award. The previous youngest winner of Defensive Player of the Year was Dwight Howard, who was 23 years, 128 days when he won the award for the 2008-09 season as a member of the Magic. He's the 4th Spurs player to be named Defensive Player of the Year, joining Alvin Robertson, David Robinson, and Kawhi Leonard. Now, despite his youth, Wembanyama finally adds one of the biggest NBA awards to his trophy case. In Major League Baseball, LA Dodgers closer Edwin Diaz will undergo surgery on Wednesday to remove loose bodies in his right elbow, the team announced. Diaz was officially placed in the 15-day IL, but the Dodgers said they expect their star reliever to be out until the second half of the season. The move comes after Diaz gave up 3 earned runs on 3 hits without recording an out in the 9th inning of LA's 9-6 loss to the Colorado Rockies at Coors Field. Diaz started the season strong with 4 saves and just 1 run allowed in his first 5 outings, but has given up 6 earned runs while retiring just 3 batters in his last 2 outings, which were separated by 9 days after manager Dave Roberts showed concern about Diaz's fastball velocity. He's previously mentioned that his velo has been down early every year since tearing his ACL in 2023, but he's historically averaged 97.2 to 99.1 over the last 4 seasons. That number's down to 95.7 so far this year and dipped down to 92.8 on April 19th. Those are the headlines on this Tuesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Hometown Radio's Big Deals offer is out of this world. It's Cosmic Bowling. Experience bowling with an outer space-like atmosphere. Black lights, strobe lights, and pattern lights accent the hit music that beats over the speakers. The lights and music effects make it an out-of-the-world experience. It's all at Galaxy Bowling and Entertainment Center in Richmond. Go have a lot of family fun with our Big Deals Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party. The party includes 2 hours of bowling shoes for up to 6 people, a large pizza, and a pitcher of soda. The retail value is $85. At Big Deals online store, get the pizza, pins, and Pepsi party for just $49. Yes, $49. What a deal. It's a big deal out of this world. Shop and save at Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net, hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Big deals at hometownlive.net.
The IRS, the world's most aggressive collection agency. They can seize your property, bank account, and garnish your wages. They cause sleepless nights for millions of Americans. Don't be one of them. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, get protected today. Call 800-242-3186. Coast One Tax Group, protecting your bank, home, and your sleep since 2008. With hundreds of 5-star reviews and an A+ on the Better Business Bureau. Call Coast One Tax Group, 800-242-3186. Stanley from New York owed $93,000. The IRS placed a levy on his bank account. Coast One released the levy and settled with the IRS for $2,000. Mark in Michigan owed $225,000. After Coast One stepped in, Mark walked away paying less than $1,500. Call Coast One now. A 10-minute call can save you up to 93% on your back taxes. Get your fresh start today. That's 800-242-3186.
Sponsored by Coast One Financial Group.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
All right, Little Riley Joe, coming your way, brought to you by Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahague. Get a free estimate, and they work with your insurance company, fixing water leaks, window motor repairs, hail damage, and paintless tint repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. Sunshine on this Tuesday. A high today, 75. A low tonight, 55. Sunshine tomorrow, 77 is the high. Thursday, sunshine and 80. And on Friday, sunshine and a high of 80 as well. Chance of rain showers on Saturday. Right now, it's 6:25 in the morning, 41 degrees here in Danville. 859-238-9447. We, again, are aware of the issues on 103.9 FM, which is not me playing right now, so hopefully you can tune into us this morning on 12:30 a.m. Celebrity birthdays on this Tuesday, April the 21st. Birthdays today look like this. Happy 75th birthday today. Tony Danza celebrates. An actor turned 75 years old today. He has been in the movies Don John and the TV shows The Good Cop and Who's the Boss, as well as Taxi. Tony Danza, 75 years old today.
Hi, Dad.
Who was that boy? Was that Joey kid? Kid with the flying saucer trunk? I saw the earring. You couldn't make a date with your father. You had to sneak a boyfriend in too, right?
Tony Danza, 75 years old today. And the birthdays include Rob Riggle, who's 56, a comedian from The Daily Show, having a birthday today. Patti LuPone is 77, actress from Agatha All Along. And James McAvoy is 47 years old today from Atonement and Split. One last one, Nicole Sullivan, 56, Mad TV, and The King of Queens. Celebrity birthdays, Tuesday, the 21st day of the month of April.
This day in country music.
All right, Glenn there, Mr. Voice. It was on this day, country music history, looking back at the year 1941 in Robards, Kentucky. I don't wonder where that is. Robards, Kentucky. Let me look up that county. Robards, Kentucky, where that is Henderson County. All right, so that's northwestern Kentucky. On this date in Henderson County, Jim Owen was born, great country music songwriter who wrote many hits. One of them, one of the most popular songs, especially in terms of duets in country music history. On this date, 1958, where U.S. country music singer Marvin Rainwater went number one. And it was on this date in 2008, Alan Jackson released the song Good Time. And that's what's gone on this date, April 21st, country music history. Mention Jim Owen, Henderson County, Kentucky native. Several artists had chart hits with his songs. Those included Too Lonely, Too Long, and One More Drink, both by Mel Tillis. Little Boy's Prayer by Porter Wagner. Sweet Baby on My Mind by June Stearns. Broad-Minded Man by Jim Ed Brown. The Telephone by Jerry Reed. But arguably, the best known of all, one of the great country songs of all time, was this one that Jim Owen wrote.
Hey, Louisiana woman, Mississippi man, we get together every time we can. The Mississippi River can't keep us apart. There's too much.
Yeah, Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man, written by Jim Owen, by Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. Charlie Daniels once referred to Jim Owen as country music's least known country superstar. He died back in March of 2020. Jim Owen would have been 85 years old today.
See you a while ago.
Gotta give a shout out to our Kentucky boy.
With the Louisiana woman waiting on the other side, the Mississippi River don't look so wide. Hey, Louisiana woman, Mississippi man, we get together every time we can.
It was on this day, country music history, 1958, where U.S. country music singer Marvin Rainwater was at number one on the UK charts with this one, A Whole Lot of Woman.
It take a whole lot of loving just to keep my baby happy. It take a whole lot of kissing and
Nowadays, there'd be a lot of people angry at the way Marvin Rainwater dressed. Cultural appropriation is probably what they would say. Can't dress like a Cherokee Indian. Marvin Rainwater would say, I can do what I want because I'm full-blooded Cherokee Indian. Marvin Rainwater, born on this date, 1958.
well, when she loved me so hard, so almost make me mad. When she kissed me, when she don't miss me, I know I've been had.
And it was on this day, 2008. Remember the song came out. It was a good one by Alan Jackson. Me and Mr. Packett used to go fishing quite a bit in the summers. Mr. Packett's listening. He'll remember this. I caught a big old goldfish in the pond in front of our church back around this time when Alan Jackson released this song. Good time.
Work, all week long, punching that clock.
This song became Alan Jackson's 24th U.S. country #1 hit, and that's what's gone on this date to April 21st. Country music history.
Yeah, I've been working all week and I'm tired. I don't want to sleep and I want to have fun. It's time for a good time.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Kentucky's Lieutenant Governor has announced her campaign to run for the state's highest office.
In announcing her candidacy for governor in 2027, Jacqueline Coleman, a former teacher, is making education the foundation of her campaign.
We can invest in our kids on the front end, or we are literally going to pay for it on the back end. And I will not stop. And as governor, I will not stop until pre-K is a reality for every Kentucky family.
Coleman is in her second term as lieutenant governor under Andy Beshear. If elected, she would be only the second female governor in state history behind Martha Lane Collins. I'm Matt Reese.
4 people are dead in an Adair shooting and barricade situation, including the suspect. It started inside a Chestnut Grove Road home Monday morning around 11:30. Law enforcement surrounded the home quickly in the barricade. The unidentified suspect is said to have shot and killed his mother, his aunt, and a third family member before he barricaded himself inside the home. He's also said to have shot down a drone during the standoff. Officers confirmed around 10:15 Monday night that the suspect is dead, and Kentucky State Police were sweeping for explosives, something he reportedly had earlier in the day. The investigation continues. No officers were harmed. And a 4-year-old man is arrested after a barricade situation in East Bernstadt. Laurel County deputies reported to a Star Hill Road home at 6 o'clock over an individual wanted for violating parole. They identified him as Sammy Bowling as he refused to leave and took shelter inside. 2 hours of negotiations coaxed Bowling out. He's facing counts involving failure to pay child support and violating parole over controlled substances. He's in the Laurel County Correctional Center. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications that top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-466-9625. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-466-9625.
Hey, it's Scott Jennings, and I am proud to be on the radio in Danville, Kentucky. My daily show brings common sense to the Commonwealth. Whatever the news of the day, I'm going to sort it out and break it down with my straightforward analysis and commentary. We've got guests giving you the biggest insights into the day's news. So join us every weekday afternoon from 2 to 3 on WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9, or listen, hometownlive.net. It's the Scott Jennings Show on WHIR.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Part of Forkland Road in Boyle County will be closed on Wednesday for road work. It'll happen from the beginning of Forkland Road to mile point 1 from 8:30 until 3:30 on Wednesday. That closure is necessary for cross-train replacement. Motorists are asked to seek alternate routes like Kentucky 243 and Kentucky 1108. Work is underway in Mercer County on the long-awaited project to expand internet access to unserved or underserved households in Mercer County. The Harrodsburg Herald reports that work began on Indian Creek Road and Central Pike. The deadline to complete this $26 million project is December 31st of this year. The project will deliver internet service to more than 3,300 unserved houses and businesses in Mercer County. Mercer County officials are still weighing the pros and cons of a proposed data center, and another special called Planning and Zoning Commission meeting will take place next week to discuss it. This special called meeting will be next Tuesday, a week from today, at CU Harrodsburg's Gymnasium, and there will be a time for public comment at that meeting. Again, it's set for Tuesday, April 28th at the CU Harrodsburg Gymnasium for a special called Planning and Zoning meeting on the proposed data center ordinance. The Harrodsburg City Commission is continuing to move toward making a decision on the former Lions Park building. The Harrodsburg Herald reports that at their last meeting, Harrodsburg commissioners approved the Harrodsburg Fire Department to fulfill the requirements for a grant with the Kentucky State Fire Commission. The intent of this grant would be to turn the Lions Park building into a training center for the Harrodsburg Fire Department. If they were to receive the grant, the hope would be for the building to host monthly classes as well as install equipment for live fire drills. That conversion, though, may take up to 5 years. Oregon's Attorney General and State Fire Marshal have filed a suit against a nonprofit founder saying he misused thousands of dollars meant for Kentucky and Oregon disasters. That nonprofit in question is Cascade Relief Team and its founder, Marcus Brooks, which the lawsuit claims diverted donations and used them for personal expenses. The lawsuit claims that more than $300,000 from an American Red Cross grant that was meant to help Western Kentucky tornado victims was not used for that intended purpose. This lawsuit seeking to ban Brooks from managing charitable foundations in the future, to dissolve the Cascade Relief Team, and to recover the lost money. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
Hi, my name is Carol, and I'm a student at the University of Kentucky College of Nursing. You can prevent a tragedy on the farm. Make sure your children have a safe play area that's fenced in or at least separated from traffic and work areas. Make it free of dangerous debris and give them room to run and explore. Play equipment should be age appropriate and supervised. Although parents cannot completely kid-proof a farm, it is important to make it as safe as possible.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
I'm Little Rayleigh Joe, brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Southern Heating and Cooling. Is your comfort as always their priority. They're family owned. They're veteran operated. They're locally trusted. Go online, southernheatingcooling.com, or call 859-324-2770. Sunshine 75 is the high. Low tonight 55. Tomorrow sunshine 77. Thursday sunshine 80. Friday mostly sunny and 80 is your high. It's 6:37 in the morning right now. It's 40 degrees. And Larry Vaught, Vaught's Views, what you got for us?
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
It's hard to imagine a player making a bigger move in the high school football recruiting world than what Jake Nayrod did from the start of the 2024 season to the end of the 2025 season. He was on the junior varsity football team at John Hershey High School in Arlington, Illinois for the 2024 season. He never really considered that he might turn into a big-time college football quarterback. However, Nayrod has not only blossomed into a college quarterback, but blossomed into one of the nation's best quarterbacks. Recruiting services have him ranked as the nation's #2 quarterback in his recruiting class and top 40 player overall in the 2027 recruiting class after he threw for over 3,000 yards and 41 touchdowns during his junior season. He obviously had a lot of college options, but liked what he found at Kentucky and surprised many by committing to second play for Will Stein.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
It's a great time to buy a new 2026 vehicle from Wildcat Chevrolet.
We've got some great incentives from Chevrolet. $500 cash allowance of 2.9% APR on the Chevy Trax, 3.9% APR for 60 months on the Equinox. And there are fantastic incentives on the Chevy Traverse and the Chevy Silverado 1500, Colorado, Silverado HD.
You heard it. Get your best deal with the best folks around. Just voted Best New Car Dealership again this year. Wildcat Chevrolet Cadiz in Southwestern Kentucky, the heart of America. Check out wildcatchevrolet.com.
Quarterback Jake Nayrod turned down Oregon, Florida State, Iowa, Kansas State, Louisville, and others to commit to Kentucky. I really like that Jake Nayrod wants to be the next Will Levis at Kentucky and help change the culture like Levis did when he transferred from Penn State to UK. The new quarterback commit was so excited about his commitment that he not only was interacting with fans on social media, but also doing any media interview requested to let fans know why he wanted to be at Kentucky.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Larry Von Vought's Views Mondays through Fridays right here on The Joe Show at this time on WHIR Danville News. Talk Sports, 6:40 in the morning and 40 degrees. Hey, good news, we are so back on 103.9 FM. So if you'd rather listen on FM, if that is your preferred frequency that you listen to, then flip back over to 103.9 FM. We should be good to go this morning with the show now on 103.9 and still on AM 1230 WHIR. Hey, Amazon customers are not happy because Amazon is beginning to test using drones for delivery. Well, these drones are dropping packages like bombs. So hover over a porch or front walkway or whatever, and they'll just drop a package from 10 feet and they'll just fly off. They've done their job. They drop their package delivered, check. But they don't care whether or not it's damaged. It's a drone, right? So why do they care? Well, people are not happy about this. Some of their packages they've ordered have been damaged because the drones are dropping them from high distances.
Get ready for the most efficient delivery service in America. It's Amazon Drop. Yes, Amazon Drop will drop your package onto your property from 10 feet or higher faster than any other delivery company.
Amazon Drop is great.
I ordered a new vase 30 seconds ago, and according to the app, it's going to be here in...
It's here.
Nice. It's broken, but that's fine. I'll just order another one on Amazon Drop.
It's Amazon Drop. Let us drop your...
Order another one?
Ordering another one.
Let us drop your stuff onto your property today.
There you go, Amazon Drop. Let's see what's going on in this morning's world of good. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I am right there with you. These stories right here remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. It's my way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go do the same for somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up on the piano. It's Mr. Floyd Kramer coming your way. Here we go. A little good news action for you on this Tuesday morning. Starting off with story number one coming from Ohio, where an Ohio grandmother named Krista Willis recognized a scam call claiming her grandson needed $5,000 for bail and engaged the caller instead of sending money. As a member of the Cuyahoga County Scam Squad, she identified the tactic as a common scheme that uses urgency and fabricated emergencies to pressure victims into sending money. Hey, your grandson's in jail. Send money now. We need to bail him out. He just got in trouble with the law, such and such. Officials advise verifying such claims directly with family members and reporting incidents to the authorities to help track organized scam activity. Story number two from Reedsville, North Carolina, where last week a 10-year-old boy in Reedsville alerted his family to a house fire and helped rescue their dog Taco from inside the home. Fire crews extinguished the blaze, though the house sustained heavy damage. In the aftermath, the community rallied to support the family, who expressed deep gratitude for this 10-year-old boy and coming in and being a hero. And story number 3 coming from Boston, where a food pantry has opened in Boston's Dana-Farber Cancer Institute through a partnership with Stop and Shop, backed by a $1 million donation and a $500,000 commitment to support patients facing food insecurity during what can be very long and very expensive cancer treatments. Initially serving pediatric cancer patients and their families, the pantry provides fresh food and essential items with plans to expand to adult patients. This initiative is meant to address the financial strain that often accompanies a cancer diagnosis. The good news: Cancer Hospital partners with a supermarket to create a food pantry for its patients. A North Carolina 10-year-old rescues a family dog from a burning home, and a grandma outsmarts scammers demanding $5,000 for her grandson who's in jail, with air quotes around grandson in jail. That's what's going on in this morning's World of Absolute Good, folks. Floyd Kramer, take us home, buddy. It's all yours. Silliness at Sunrise is coming up next on The Joe Show.
Trade that daily mental and physical exhaustion for real energy with HRG 80 Red Ginseng Energy from Terry Naturally. Get an energy boost like never before. Breeze through your day with focus, a clear mind, and yes, energy. Get HRG 80 Red Ginseng Energy from Terry Naturally. No more being exhausted by the end of the day. No more feeling like your mental and physical energy doesn't keep up with the demands of life. Get HRG 80 Red Ginseng Energy from Terry Naturally. This powerful red ginseng will boost your energy levels, clear your mind, and help you focus. No more afternoon slump. You could be experiencing renewed energy. And HRG 80 Red Ginseng Energy comes with a complete money-back guarantee. What could you accomplish with more energy in your day? Find out. Get HRG 80 Red Ginseng Energy from Terry Naturally.
Available at the Nutrition Center at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
He's on the heater right now. He's doing very well. He's got fast cars, and he's putting them to use.
That's Michael Jordan on Tyler Reddick's 5th win of the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season. I'm David Stiles. This is PRN's Garage Pass.
Shane Van Gisbergen for the final time up here in turn number 2. He brought a gun to a knife fight today. Noah Gregson around right in the middle of the pack, and he got hammered by Ryan Preece. Brad Keselowski's off into the dirt as well.
The Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma, Sunday, June 28th. Tickets at SonomaRaceway.com.
Tyler Reddick and the 45 team for 23XI have performed a complete 180 from last season as they are on a tear, notching 5 victories in the first 9 races, a feat that only one other driver in NASCAR history has accomplished, and that was in 1987 with Dale Earnhardt.
From my time at RCR, I know what Dale meant to that organization, what Dale meant to NASCAR. So for me, it's just cool. It's a humbling moment to be able to be shared in the same sentences as a Hall of Famer like Dale, an icon like Dale. So yeah, we'll just try and keep this rolling and see, just how far we can take it. Win number 5 is awesome, and we're going to enjoy tonight, enjoy this first win for Supply House, soak it in, and start from scratch on Monday.
Tyler Reddick's win at Kansas was drama-filled as the closing laps for the prescribed distance saw Reddick leading, but then had a fuel pump issue, and Denny Hamlin took the lead. Cody Ware then spun in front of the leaders, which brought out a caution and sent the race into overtime. Reddick was able to hold off a late charge by Kyle Larson, and here are Reddick's emotions on those final few laps.
Yeah, it was a lot of them. We had the fuel issue and lost momentum, and thankfully caught it. Was able to switch that over, but it just seemed like made the move at the right time to be able to get clear of him into 3. And you have a matter of seconds to decide how you're going to get into the corner, if you're going to clear him or not, and we just did it right.
We are now headed to Talladega. Could we see our 6th winner of the season? This is PRN's Garage Pass.
From fueling NASCAR champions on the track for over 20 years to innovating 94 octane, the highest octane on the market. Performance is what Sunoco does. All Sunoco fuel at the pump meets the same top-tier standards as the fuel used in NASCAR. From the track to your tank, you can trust Sunoco to help your vehicle perform at its peak.
Celebrating their first year in business, Zaytoon's Mediterranean Restaurant located Houstonville Road. Come in and enjoy great authentic chicken and beef shawarma, wraps or platters, hot off-the-grill lamb chops, kebabs. All meals come with their in-house garlic sauce. Zaytoon's offers catering to any home or office for that special event. Call 859-209-2160. Zaytoon's Mediterranean Restaurant located Houstonville Road next to Thoroughbred Auto Wash, open 7 days a week. Zaytoon's Mediterranean Restaurant.
Hello, this is Jessica Sperlin. The Sperlin family is proud to be the owner of Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home in Danville. Our pledge to you is to offer the same compassionate, caring service that Preston Pruitt established in 1880.
The Sperlin family has many years' experience taking care of families like yours with the finest and most affordable services available. They're located on South 4th Street in Danville. Call 859-236-4343, 236-4343.
Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home, our family serving your family.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, little Riley Joe coming your way, brought to you by Good Neighbor Pharmacy in Danville behind Cracker Barrel. Convenient stay-in-your-car drive-through complete diabetes shop. Monday through Friday, 9 to 7. Saturdays, 9 to 5. Good Neighbor Pharmacy in Danville behind Cracker Barrel. Sunshine today, 75 is the high, 55 is your low. Great day for a high school baseball game. We'll have one later on tonight. We'll be in Lancaster, Danville, Garrett County Baseball on the Hometown Radio Network. Talk about that in just a second. Sunshine 77 tomorrow. Sunny Thursday and 80. Sunny on Friday and a high of 80. Right now, it's 6:52 in the morning. It's 40 degrees Tuesday, the 21st day of the month of April. 859-238-9447. And we'll get you right here on the radio on The Joe Show. Yeah, we've got Danville and Garrett baseball tonight. It's a 6 o'clock first pitch. We'll have it on Z105, WHIR and ZFM. I'll be there with play-by-play call and special color commentator Scott Bolin going to be on the microphone with me. He is the director of pupil personnel at Garrett County Schools and also does all of our football broadcasting for us during football season for Garrett County. So happy to have Scott on the radio with me tonight. He'll add great perspective on the air on the Garrett County side of things, and we'll have Scott on the air with me tonight. Again, 6 o'clock first pitch, Z105. WRNZ-FM. 100% hilarious. So bad they're good. Warning, these may make you cringe. It's time for everyone's 6th favorite segment on The Joe Show every single morning. We call this one the Dad Joke of the Day. Here it is.
Dad Joke of the Day.
The Dad Joke of the Day. Well, I got a new job. I got an extra job. Started working at the bicycle factory this week. Do you know that there was a bicycle factory in town? Brand new, just opened up. Got a second job there working at the bicycle factory, and they've already made me the spokesperson. Yeah, that's me. I am the spokesperson at the bicycle factory. The Dad Joke of the Day, Mondays through Fridays. Right here on The Joe Show. WHIR Danville News Talk Sports.
Welcome to the planet of the apps.
Well, isn't it time to track the important records
and items in your life, in your house? Enter Under My Roof in the App Store. Get rid of paper clutter, store photos, receipts, products, manuals, warranties, notes, important documents. You need Under My Roof. Keep track of renovations, modifications, the best prices, everything in one app. Keep maintenance schedules for your home or apartment or condo, whatever. Keep track of maintenance and repair history, track parts, where to get them, how much they cost. Keep track of your property insurance and claims. It's everything in one app. And 5-star rated, Under My Roof. In the App Store, it's free. I downloaded it. I may not need Amber anymore. And she's wonderful. Under My Roof, right here with Rick Dees and this molten magma every day. We call it the Planet of the Apps.
There you go. The Planet of the Apps, Mondays through Fridays, right here on The Joe Show at this time, leads us into this morning's Country Comic Spotlight. Brad Upton in the spotlight this morning. We have played Brad Upton before, talking about how he just thinks like millennials just have no common sense. And so he talks about that here on this, referring back to that, but then telling a different story. Here's Brad Upton, Country Comic Spotlight this morning here on The Joe Show.
You saw my last special. I made fun of millennials. I don't know if you remember that or not. Yeah, it was quite popular. Do we have anybody here tonight under the age of 30? Any 20-somethings? That's still the dumbest group of humans I've ever met in my life. You're not dumb academically, I'll get to that, but you are soft emotionally, I can tell you that. The reason I say that, when I was growing up, our parents let us play in the street, climb trees, and blow stuff up. And you know what happened if you got hurt or maimed? You got a new name. I had two friends I grew up with, Amer and Niner. When Amer was 6, he was in the garage with his big brothers blowing stuff up. He lost his right eye. It was closed the rest of his life. He looked like he was aiming a gun. That's how he got the name Amer. He was the Amer. Everybody called him Amer. I did not know his name was not Amer. Till the first day of 3rd grade, the teacher said, Ross Thomas. We all went, Ross Thomas, who? Amer, is your name Ross? We started laughing. That sounded funnier to us than Amer did. And Amer says to the teacher, no, my name's Amer. My mom is the only one that calls me Ross. And she goes, well, Amer, how'd you get that name? He goes, do you imagine now a kid even pretending to point a gun at a teacher? There'd be a lockdown, there'd be a helicopter above the school. My friend Niner in the 4th grade, there were 4 of us. We were all out in the woods together. We were all climbing trees. We were all up about 15 feet, and he fell. And on the way down, he was trying to grab branches, and by the time he hit the ground, he'd lost most of his ring finger. And every time I tell this story, I still picture it. It's 55 years ago. It still makes me laugh. Because he got up, and he's dusting himself off. He's going, I'm bleeding somewhere. I'm bleeding. I'm cut. I don't know what. And my other friend says, look at your hand. And he screamed and he ran home. And we all climbed down and followed him, but none of us thought to look for his finger.
Brad Upton in the Country Comic Spotlight, Rick Dees, and this morning's Planet of the Apps, the dad joke of the day, Mondays through Fridays right here on The Joe Show at this time, leads us into this morning's Country Comic Spotlight, where Jimmy Fallon on last night's Tonight Show on NBC joked about the Strait of Hormuz being closed once again.
Well, everyone's talking about this over the weekend. Trump announced a deal to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, and within 12 hours, it fell apart and is now closed again. Nobody knows whether the Strait of Hormuz is open or closed. It's basically the Toys R Us of waterways. I thought you were out of business. You're back? Is Toys R Us in business? No. But they were, right?
Yeah, for about a day.
Like last week?
Yeah.
Seth Meyers joking last night about President Trump's threats to Iran.
So when you said a whole civilization will die tonight, that was you being nice guy? Because you sounded like Bane after he blows up a football field.
A whole civilization will die tonight, Batman.
Syphilis at Sunrise, Seth Meyers, Jimmy Fallon, Brad Upton, Rick Dees in this morning's Planet of the Apps and the dad joke of the day. It's 6:58. We're back after this here on The Joe Show on WHIR, Danville News Talk Sports. Make sure you stop by Just Love Coffee on the bypass. Grab a coffee to get your morning started off here. 41 degrees.
Hey, this is your radio broadcasting live from a really tall tower with a really pointy antenna. And today we're going to talk about growing your business. So are you ready to take your business to the next level? You're looking for more customers, more sales, and more profits? Well, you've come to the right place. Your radio. First, let me ask you a question. Are you mostly relying on word of mouth to bring in business? Word of mouth is good. However, radio is, cliche alert, word of mouth on steroids. Think about it. You can tell 10 people about your business, but with radio, you can reach thousands of potential customers every week. And did you know that radio produces results unmatched by any other media? Your dollars go further with me. So how do you get started? Just give us a call and we'll get the ball rolling. Hey, you want to hear a radio joke? Did you hear the one about the two antennas that fell in love and got married? The wedding was terrible, but the reception was great.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock. NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Vice President J.D. Vance is prepared to lead a delegation to Pakistan today for potential peace talks with Iran. More from Mark Mayfield.
His departure may be connected to Iran's foreign ministry saying there's been no decision made to come to the table for talks after the U.S. Navy seized an Iranian-flagged ship over the weekend. President Trump has threatened to knock out Iran's power plants and bridges if no deal is reached, as the ceasefire between the two countries is set to expire on Wednesday. Trump said it's highly unlikely there will be an extension.
The Supreme Court has agreed to take up a case involving whether or not Catholic preschools in Colorado must accept children from same-sex couples in order to receive state funding. Keenan Dixon reports.
A state law allowing public and private schools to take part in a universal preschool program includes a non-discrimination provision. The Archdiocese of Denver argues that rule is at odds with its religious rights. In 1990, the Supreme Court ruled if a law applies equally to everyone, the religious exemptions are not required. Arguments in the case are expected to be heard this fall. In Denver, I'm Keenan Dixon.
One person is dead and several others are injured after a shooting at Mexico's famed Teotihuacan pyramids. Priscilla Thompson with more.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum saying the attack deeply pains us, promising a thorough investigation. Officials say the popular tourism hotspot, visited by more than 1 million people every year, is now secure.
Dozens of tourists were standing atop the Pyramid of the Moon when the shooting started yesterday. Authorities say the gunman killed a Canadian woman and wounded many others before killing himself. The injured include citizens from at least 5 nations, including the U.S. And the Stanley Cup playoffs continued Monday. The Flyers took both games in Pittsburgh after shutting out the Penguins 3-0 in Game 2. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more. And then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk.
A grandson of late New York City mob boss John Gotti is going to prison in a COVID-19 loan scheme. In New York, Sarah Lee Kessler.
Carmine Agnello was sentenced to 15 months behind bars on Monday after pleading guilty to wire fraud. The 40-year-old Oyster Bay man admitted that he fraudulently obtained more than $1 million in Small Business Administration loans during the pandemic. Agnello tried to avoid prison by offering to donate a kidney last month to his ailing mother. The transplant surgery never happened. Prosecutors had sought a 33 to 41-month prison sentence for Agnello.
The war in Iran could be impacting summer travel plans for anyone who wants to travel between Canada and New York City. More from Natalie Migliori.
Air Canada is planning to suspend service to JFK Airport over the summer, citing jet fuel shortages driving up prices. The air carrier says service from Toronto and Montreal to JFK will end June 1st and resume October 25th. However, service to LaGuardia and Newark airports will continue. Between those two airports, Air Canada offers a total of 34 flights from 6 Canadian cities. In New York, I'm Natalie Migliori.
Alan Osmond, the oldest of the Osmond brothers, has passed away. The 76-year-old entertainer died last night, surrounded by his wife and their 8 sons. His family says he battled multiple sclerosis for about 40 years. Before his diagnosis, Osmond helped his singing family climb the pop charts in the 1970s with songs like One Bad Apple. On top of singing, he was also an accomplished songwriter and composer. In addition to his wife and kids, Alan Osmond is survived by 30 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren and 7 brothers and sisters, including Donnie and Marie. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. We are the #1 volume retail dealer in Central Kentucky and the fastest growing Mazda dealer in the state of Kentucky. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. Stop by and see for yourself how car buying should be. 225 South Danville Bypass or online at stuartpowell.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Part of Forkland Road in Boyle County will be closed on Wednesday for road work. It'll happen from the beginning of Forkland Road to mile point 1 from 8:30 until 3:30 on Wednesday. That closure is necessary for cross-train replacement. Motorists are asked to seek alternate routes like Kentucky 243 and Kentucky 1108. Work is underway in Mercer County on the long-awaited project to expand internet access to unserved or underserved households in Mercer County. The Harrodsburg Herald reports that work began on Indian Creek Road and Central Pike. The deadline to complete this $26 million project is December 31st of this year. The project will deliver internet service to more than 3,300 unserved houses and businesses in Mercer County. Mercer County officials are still weighing the pros and cons of a proposed data center, and another special called Planning and Zoning Commission meeting will take place next week to discuss it. This special called meeting will be next Tuesday, a week from today, at CU Harrodsburg's Gymnasium, and there will be a time for public comment at that meeting. Again, it's set for Tuesday, April 28th at the CU Harrodsburg Gymnasium for a special called Planning and Zoning meeting on the proposed data center ordinance. The Harrodsburg City Commission is continuing to move toward making a decision on the former Lions Park building. The Harrodsburg Herald reports that at their last meeting, Harrodsburg commissioners approved the Harrodsburg Fire Department to fulfill the requirements for a grant with the Kentucky State Fire Commission. The intent of this grant would be to turn the Lions Park building into a training center for the Harrodsburg Fire Department. If they were to receive the grant, the hope would be for the building to host monthly classes as well as install equipment for live fire drills. That conversion, though, may take up to 5 years. Oregon's Attorney General and State Fire Marshal have filed a suit against a nonprofit founder saying he misused thousands of dollars meant for Kentucky and Oregon disasters. That nonprofit in question is Cascade Relief Team and its founder, Marcus Brooks, which the lawsuit claims diverted donations and used them for personal expenses. The lawsuit claims that more than $300,000 from an American Red Cross grant that was meant to help Western Kentucky tornado victims was not used for that intended purpose. This lawsuit seeking to ban Brooks from managing charitable foundations in the future, to dissolve the Cascade Relief Team, and to recover the lost money. I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stewart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stewartpowell.com.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
It's almost May. The primary election is coming. And right now, your community is asking an important question. Do you know who's working the polls? Poll workers keep elections fair, local, and running on time.
I'm the Secretary of State, Michael Adams. Step up. Serve your community. Sign up today to be a poll worker for a May 19th primary.
Learn more at sos.ky.gov.
Positive Pay from Farmers National Bank is a powerful tool that may assist your business in preventing check fraud. Visit our website or call us at 859-236-2926 for more information. Farmers National Bank, member FDIC.
A new Swedish study shows that a certain
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Sorry about that Swedish study, but we got other stuff to talk about. Brought to you by our friends at Morning Point of Danville. They have a lantern there, which offers 2 levels of memory care for early and latter stages of Alzheimer's and dementia. Get info on Facebook at Morning Point of Danville. Sunshine, high of 75, low tonight 55. Sunshine, 77 tomorrow. Thursday, sunshine, 80 is your high. It's a 7:10 in the morning, 41 degrees. Tuesday, the 21th day of April. So happy to have you this morning on The Joe Show. 859-238-9447 is the phone number to call in. Hey, every Wednesday through April and May, we deliver chicken dinners to a local business. You get up to 20 2-piece chicken dinners from Lee's Famous Recipe right here in Danville. All you have to do is email in, or if you know me, you can text me or something like that, why you and your coworkers deserve 20 2-piece chicken dinners. We deliver them Wednesday. You know, if you want them around noon, we'll bring them around noon. Don't even have to leave your office. It's the Lunch in the Office promotion from Lee's Famous Recipe and the Hometown Radio Network. So if you have a reasoning why you think you and your coworkers deserve 20 2-piece chicken dinners from Lee's, come on now, send an email, radio@hometownlive.net. That's radio@hometownlive.net. EKU Center for the Arts is a great place to catch a show, and they are rolling through this spring season. Next up for EKU Center for the Arts is coming up this weekend, Friday and Saturday, April 24th and 25th. It's the Dialogues of the Carmelites. It's an opera. If that's your thing, tickets available now, EKUcenter.com this weekend. Next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week, April 29th, April 30th, and May 1st, the Appalachian Shakespeare Center are going to be doing Hamlet at EKU Center for the Arts. On May 6th, the Temptations and the Four Tops. On July 16th, Jason Isbell going to be in concert. That'll be a big one at EKU Center for the Arts. Again, tickets can be purchased through the EKU Center for the Arts website, EKUcenter.com. It's a very user-friendly website. You can pick and choose each individual seat for these upcoming shows. And again, this weekend, it is the Dialogues of the Carmelites, an opera there at EKU Center for the Arts. 859-238-9447 to call in this morning. 238-WHIR. We'd love to have you right here on the radio on The Joe Show.
Honey, my food is cold.
Well, pop it in the microwave, Peach.
Micro. Oh. Ugh, it won't work.
Good grief.
Once again, your man is stumped by a simple appliance. Now there's hope. Introducing the Guycrowave. There's only one button and it says cook. It automatically knows how to cook any item placed inside.
Honey, my food is really hot.
That's nice, dear.
Get the Gicrowave. So simple, even a man can use it.
But which end of the fork do I use? Ow, honey!
What?
Let's see what's breaking and trending this morning here on The Joe Show. Investigators in Louisiana still trying to determine how the gunman in Sunday's mass shooting got his weapon. We told you Shamar Elkins shot and killed 8 people, wounded 2 adults. In what began as a domestic violence incident, Elkins was the father of 7 of the children who were killed and the husband of one of the injured adults, and was later found dead after a brief chase. Elkins' brother-in-law says he recently received mental health treatment at a local VA medical center, while officials say a 2019 conviction prohibited him from owning a firearm legally. The ATF is looking closely into how he obtained the assault-style pistol used in that shooting. Okay, Stanley. Remember the Stanley water bottles that were all the craze? You're going to have to be getting a new one now. Be prepared. Stanley is teasing a new water bottle. The company posted to InstaG last night, quote, "We understand that many of you want a water bottle that's easy to carry, leak-proof, and has a covered straw, no spills, and clean sipping for wherever your day takes you. A bottle made for busy days in packed bags. A bottle that goes with the flow," unquote. It added, quote, "We're excited to share we have been working on something new, something you might just flip for, and it launches tomorrow. Thank you." So that means the bottle should be revealed today. Okay, former Beatles bandmates Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr teaming up for a new song. It's called Home to Us, and it'll appear on McCartney's upcoming album, The Boys of Dungeon Lane. The new record marks McCartney's 18th solo album and his first in over 5 years. The Boys of Dungeon Lane will be out on May the 29th. The Supreme Court has agreed to take up a case involving whether or not Catholic preschools in Colorado must accept children from same-sex couples in order to receive state funding. A state law allowing public and private schools to take part in the universal preschool program includes a non-discrimination provision. The Archdiocese of Denver argues the rule is at odds with its religious rights. Arguments in the case are expected to be heard in the fall. Walt Disney World, as if it wasn't expensive enough, they're raising ticket prices again. The Florida theme park rolled out its pricing through October 2027, and the most expensive one-day ticket will cost you $219 a person on President's Day weekend. Peak ticket prices this year reached $209. Out west, Disneyland's peak ticket reached $224. Disney is offering some discounts to try and draw visitors in during the summer months. But with stripped-back perks, prices will still be confusing because of discounts offered in waves. Apple CEO Tim Cook is stepping down after 15 years leading the company, with hardware engineer John Turnus set to take over as CEO on September 1st. Cook will remain at Apple as executive chairman of the board. Under Cook's leadership, Apple's market cap continued to grow from $350 billion to $4 trillion. The 51-year-old Turnus has been with Apple since 2001, has overseen the development of iPad, AirPods, and Apple Watches, among other products. Cook praised Turnus as having, quote, "the mind of an engineer and the soul of an innovator." He said he worked under both Steve Jobs and Cook and called the opportunity to carry Apple's mission forward a, quote, "profound honor." And the FAA is investigating a close call between 2 Southwest Airlines planes at Nashville International Airport Saturday evening. Southwest Flight 507 executed a go-around while attempting to land amid gusty winds, and during the maneuver, air traffic control issued instructions that placed the plane in the path of another Southwest flight, Flight 1152, taken off from a parallel runway. At their closest point, the 2 planes were separated by just 500 feet vertically.
Southwest 507, calling maintain 3000.
3000, Southwest 507.
Southwest 162, maintain 2000.
2000, we're already past the Southwest 150.
That's radio transmissions from air traffic control that night in Nashville. Onboard collision avoidance systems on both planes activated, and both flights ultimately landed and departed without incident. The FAA confirmed the investigation, and Southwest said it appreciated the professionalism of its crews in responding to that. That's what's breaking and trending this morning on The Joe Show on 103.9 FM, WHIR, Danville News Talk Sports. Right now it's 7:17 in the morning, and we're talking Boyle County baseball. The Rebels taking on Lincoln County tonight. And we'll talk with Coach Adam Blair as we do Tuesday mornings on the show. It's coming up right after we take a look at sports with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram.
Hey, this is Jack Mathis. I love sports. And this is Sport with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Mazda.
It's all about you and Stuart Powell.
Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. We are the #1 volume retail dealer in Central Kentucky and the fastest growing Mazda dealer in the state of Kentucky. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. Stop by and see for yourself how car buying should be. 225 South Danville Bypass or online at thru.com.
Because we know how. It's an easy thing to do in Danville. Stuart Powell Ford Mazda.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Today is the final day for men to enter the NCAA transfer portal. Kentucky's hoping for something better today after they lost power forward Donnie Freeman to St. John's and Rick Pitino. Get while the getting is good. Maybe one thing Mark Pope didn't learn from his former coach. JMU power forward 6'7" Justin McBride is coming to UK for a visit tomorrow. Hometown Radio has high school baseball action on the air for you this evening as Danville visits Garrett County. First pitch for the Ads and the Golden Lions is at 6 on Z105. In college baseball tonight, Louisville entertains Kentucky. Cats beat the Cards 4-2 a couple of weeks ago. Yesterday's high school baseball scores: Danville 16, Perry County Central 6, Rockcastle County 8, Boyle County 5, and West Jessamine 5, Mercer County 1. In fast-pitch softball, Danville beat Bardstown twice, 17-1 and 7-0. It was Woodford County 8, Boyle County 7, and Rockcastle County 9, Garrett County nothing. In Major League Baseball Monday, Cincinnati rookie first baseman Sal Stewart hit his 8th homer of the year and added a double as the Reds won their 4th straight game, 6-1 at Tampa Bay. Rookie right-hander Red Lauder got the win, going 6 innings, allowing 5 hits and a run. The Reds are at the Rays again tonight. Other scores: Braves 9, Nationals 4, Astros 9, Guardians 2, Dodgers 12, Rockies 3, Cubs 5, Phillies 1, Red Sox 8, Tigers 6, Marlins 5, Cardinals 3, Blue Jays 5, Angels 2, Athletics 6, Mariners 4, and Orioles 7, Royals 5 in 12 innings. In the NBA playoffs last night, Atlanta evened their series at a game apiece with the Knicks, winning in New York 107-106. The Cavs are up 2-0 after a 115-105 win over Toronto. And Minnesota won at Denver 119-114 to tie their series at 1-1. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
In the heart of Harrodsburg, Kentucky, Mercer Stone Company is shaping driveways and dreams. Supplying quality stone with local dedication, these folks know a thing or two about building from the ground up. With friendly service and a commitment to getting your project done right, you'll find the materials and know-how you need. And lay the foundation for your next great project with Mercer Stone Company today. We will rock you.
The Danville Mailing Center makes shipping easy. UPS, FedEx, DHL, U.S. Postal Service. Let them find the fastest or most economical way. They'll even pack it up. It's a no-hassle way to ship. The Danville Mailing Center on Jane Trail across from McDonald's. Ask for your $3 discount.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
All right, really appreciate that. Brought to you by The Big Deals Online Store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts, up to 50% every day. The Big Deals Online Store is at hometownlive.net. Sunny, a high of 75, a low tonight 55. Sunshine 77 tomorrow. Thursday, sunshine 80 is your high. And on Friday, mostly sunny and a high of 80. Chance of rain showers in here on Saturday. At 7:23 in the morning, it's 41 degrees. Tuesday, the 21st day of the month of April. And we are happy to bring on the Joe Show, Boyle County baseball coach, Adam Blair. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
I'm doing good, Joe. How you doing?
Doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning. I saw that the boys got some milkshakes last week. You had a week where you swept the week. You won every single game, so they got some sweepshakes, I think is what you call them.
Yeah, it's because of some little thing we started last year. They win all their games in the week. They get shakes during break, during second break during school on Monday, and they like it. It's something. It's fun. So yeah, they got sweepstakes yesterday, and it's something we like to reward them when we can as much as possible. They deserve it.
Yeah, well, and didn't just win. You won your 3 games last week and scored 35 runs in 3 games. So hard to argue with the way the offense played last week. Start off this week, Coach, with a game yesterday against Rockcastle County. They beat you 8-5. It's a pretty good Rockcastle County team, though, Coach. Tell us how the game went yesterday.
Yeah, it was tough. We went kind of back and forth, punch for punch for a while, and then we tied it up It was 4-4 in the bottom of the 6th, and we gave up a few runs, and then we came back and we scored a run in the top of the 7th, and we had bases loaded with 2 outs. We were, one triple or one, grand slam away from tying it up, and they pitched Pittman and Yates both. They used both their top 2 arms against us, and they're very solid pitchers, and we kind of learned that we're usually going to see people's best, and we're okay with that because we get to see their best before region, and also we get to see better pitching, so it helps us prepare for situations like that. Both of them, we were a little off last night in some aspects, but that's baseball. Things are not always going to go your way, and things aren't always going to be perfect. And I always tell our guys, you're either successful or you're learning. There's no failure. So successful or learning, and we learned last night, and that's part of it, and today's a new day, and tomorrow's in the past. We learn from it, and today's what our focus is on.
Yeah, and today's focus is Lincoln County. This is a Lincoln County team that's playing well over the last week and a half or so. They're 4-1 in the last 5, and they come in, Coach. They're 2-0 in district. You all are 2-0 in district, so I would think they're feeling pretty good about themselves. And I would think you probably see maybe Tucker Foster on the mound today for Lincoln County. He's also their leading hitter. He hits .529. What do you know about this Lincoln County team as you see them tonight in the first of 2 back-to-back against the Patriots?
Yeah, they've been playing some good baseball, and Tucker's a really good ball player in the region, and we're excited about it. We know that they're like you said, they're feeling good. They've been playing good baseball, and we've been playing good baseball. So we're definitely going to come ready to play. And I think after last night for us, we don't like to be beat, and you could tell in our kids' eyes that it was not a good feeling. They want to feel again, and I think they'll be pretty fired up today. And so we look for a battle, and I look for our guys to play with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder today. And I think they're going to be focused in from the get-go.
Now, Coach, this is where you as the head coach, this is why you make the big bucks, so to say, right? Because you got Lincoln back-to-back, and you want to win the district games, obviously most important games in the schedule. But then lurking behind them is the number 8 team in the state in Sayre. And you will have challenged yourself with tough competition all year long. And that game on Thursday versus Sayre is at home, right? So now you as a coach got to balance who do we want to pitch where, in what game. We also want to be able to compete against Sayre, you're probably saying. So how do you do that? 3 games over the next 3 days, 2 district games, and then one of the best teams in the state in Sayre coming into town on Thursday.
For us, Sayre's a great team. We would throw the house at Lincoln both games to get the wins. That's the most important thing. Sayre doesn't determine anything in the postseason for us until we get to a certain point. And so that would be our main focus at all. Now that game will be canceled because we can't play 4 days in a row.
Okay.
That's not poor scheduling it's not my fault, technically. Basically, Sayre didn't realize that prom was on a Friday, and they scheduled that game to be on a Friday. We moved it to Thursday just in case Monday got rained out this week, and so that game will be scratched. So it's not a problem for us to worry about. Yeah, we'd like to play Sayre, but with the prom conflict on their side, it kind of it messed up things in that area. So, but we'll get to play them later on in the year, and so not a big deal. So now the next 2 days are our main focus, and then we won't play again to Saturday unless we pick up a game Friday.
Yeah, that Sayre game later on in the year is the final game of the regular season, Friday, May the 15th. You'll end the year taking on Sayre. So no Sayre game then on Thursday. You'll go back-to-back Lincoln today and tomorrow, and then again in action on Saturday taking on Western Hills. Coach Adam Blair, Coach, we appreciate you being on. Good luck tonight against Lincoln County, and we'll talk to you again next Tuesday, okay?
All right, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Yes, sir,
Go
Coach.
Rebels.
There you go. That's Boyle County Rebel head coach Adam Blair, who joins us Tuesday mornings at 7:20, talking Rebel baseball right here on 103.9 FM, WHIR, Danville News Talk Sports, and HometownLive.net. Speaking of high school baseball, we've got it for you tonight. We are in Lancaster. We are in Garrett County. The Admirals travel to Garrett County, take on the Golden Lions. It's a game we'll have tonight on Z105, WRNZ FM. First pitch scheduled for 6 o'clock, and I'll have Scott Bolin alongside me helping with color commentary tonight on the Hometown Radio Network. It's 7:30 in the morning. News is right now.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
We've reported that current Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman has announced her candidacy for Kentucky governor, but her first campaign stop also took place Monday in Paducah. The former teacher spoke to supporters of the Freight House. She told WPST that Paducah feels like home and addressed the perception that Western Kentucky is underrepresented in the Commonwealth. She adds that she's worked well with Governor Andy Beshear and credited the administration with the most successful economy Kentucky has ever seen. The City of Lexington's Code Enforcement Division has condemned the building that suffered a partial collapse on Friday. It happened at the Casa Mia Apartments along 1844 Augusta Drive. 18 people across 12 units were displaced from the collapse, with a third-floor concrete patio falling to the level below. The building has since been condemned, which has terminated those leases affected. Some residents are in hotels, but others need to find long-term shelter. Lexington's Community and Resident Services are offering help for those affected for up to $1,200 for those relocating. It's unknown when the 1844 building can reopen. A structural engineer will need to run a review of said building. Meantime, telescopes and binoculars are coming to every library location across Louisville.
On the heels of the historic Artemis II mission, the Free Public Library System is expanding its popular telescope lending program, made possible through a $35,000 grant from the biotech company Genentech.
With this new grant, you don't need to own a telescope to explore the night sky. You only need your library card.
Library Foundation Director Chandra Gordon. The addition of 19 new tabletop telescopes and 19 sets of binoculars ensures every library location will have one of each available for public use. I'm Paul Miles.
And I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Hi, I'm Brent Blevins, Public Health Director of the Boyle County Health Department with an important message.
The American Cancer Society estimates that nearly 3,500 deaths per year in Kentucky can be attributed to lung cancer. Most people are aware that cigarette smoking may contribute to lung cancer, but are unaware of another serious lung cancer threat, radon. In fact, the Environmental Protection Agency states that prolonged exposure to elevated levels of radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer. Now, you may be asking yourself a few questions like, what is an elevated level of radon? Where does radon come from? Or, how can I tell if radon is in my home? Your Boyle County Health Department stands ready to answer your questions and help determine if your family may be at risk. Simply contact our environmental staff at 859-236-2053. The health of your family depends on it.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
At Bob Allen GMC, we are professional grade. Lease a new 26 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 for only $399 per month for 24 months. $51.97 plus first payment fees and taxes due at signing. Stock M26730. 10,000 lease miles per year. Must be a current leasee. Bob Allen GMC on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at bobalanmotormall.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Part of Forkland Road in Boyle County will be closed on Wednesday for road work. It'll happen from the beginning of Forkland Road to mile point 1 from 8:30 until 3:30 on Wednesday. That closure is necessary for cross-train replacement. Motorists are asked to seek alternate routes like Kentucky 243 and Kentucky 1108. Work is underway in Mercer County on the long-awaited project to expand internet access to unserved or underserved households in Mercer County. The Harrodsburg Herald reports that work began on Indian Creek Road and Central Pike. The deadline to complete this $26 million project is December 31st of this year. The project will deliver internet service to more than 3,300 unserved houses and businesses in Mercer County. Mercer County officials are still weighing the pros and cons of a proposed data center, and another special called Planning and Zoning Commission meeting will take place next week to discuss it. This special called meeting will be next Tuesday, a week from today, at CU Harrodsburg's Gymnasium, and there will be a time for public comment at that meeting. Again, it's set for Tuesday, April 28th at the CU Harrodsburg Gymnasium for a special called Planning and Zoning meeting on the proposed data center ordinance. The Harrodsburg City Commission is continuing to move toward making a decision on the former Lions Park building. The Harrodsburg Herald reports that at their last meeting, Harrodsburg commissioners approved the Harrodsburg Fire Department to fulfill the requirements for a grant with the Kentucky State Fire Commission. The intent of this grant would be to turn the Lions Park building into a training center for the Harrodsburg Fire Department. If they were to receive the grant, the hope would be for the building to host monthly classes as well as install equipment for live fire drills. That conversion, though, may take up to 5 years. Oregon's Attorney General and State Fire Marshal have filed a suit against a nonprofit founder saying he misused thousands of dollars meant for Kentucky and Oregon disasters. That nonprofit in question is Cascade Relief Team and its founder, Marcus Brooks, which the lawsuit claims diverted donations and used them for personal expenses. The lawsuit claims that more than $300,000 from an American Red Cross grant that was meant to help Western Kentucky tornado victims was not used for that intended purpose. This lawsuit seeking to ban Brooks from managing charitable foundations in the future, to dissolve the Cascade Relief Team, and to recover the lost money. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hey, it's me again. That's right, I'm Jerry Farmer, and I'm still cutting up. Still Cutting Up is a place to go when you need a fresh cut or a mini afro. Perms, colors, nails, too. Braids, highlights, and even updo. I know you done heard of us, so get with it. I know you need your hair did. Here's our digit, 238-7899. Bob your head while I rhyme. 24/7, we won't be beat. 365 on South 4th Street. See ya. See ya.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Little Riley Show coming your way, brought to you by Southern Heating and Cooling, keeping your home cozy. As your comfort is their priority. Veteran-owned, family-operated, locally trusted. Come on, go online, southernheatingcooling.com. Or call 859-324-2770. Sunshine, 75 is your high, 55 is your low. Sunshine, 77 tomorrow. Thursday, sunshine and 80. Friday, mostly sunny and 80. Saturday, chance of some rain showers hanging around here. It's 7:37 in the morning. It's 40 degrees. Tuesday, the 21st day of April. Jessica Besson is going to give us a lesson. Good morning, Jessica. How are you?
Hey, Joe. I'm good. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Jessica. Appreciate you joining us this morning, giving us a County Agent's Corner update from the Mercer County Extension Office. It's brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's needs, selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
Here's Jessica Besson.
All right. Thanks, Joe. I'm switching my topics up a little bit this morning because it's very fitting with the cold weather this morning. Even though it's forecasted to get a little warmer as the week goes on, we still need to be on the lookout for frost and freezing temperatures that can still swing this time of year. So this time of year, gardeners need to have sheets, buckets, drop cloths, and whatever you can find ready to cover plants to protect them from spring frost and freezes. I did that last night with some of my more tender plants out in my yard. So what's the difference between the two? A frost usually is a short-term event that lasts just for a few hours. A frost can occur in temperatures between 36 and 32 degrees. Frost can be light or hard depending on the temperature. In a light frost, the tops of the plants may be killed, but the lower plants usually remain green and safe. A hard frost, though, can kill the entire plant. A freeze is more of a significant event. Frost can occur without seriously damaging plants, but freezes are destructive. Our native plants have been dealing with these late spring temperature fluctuations for thousands of years, so there's really no need to worry about them. It's more the tender plants or some of those ornamental plants that we plant, or if we got excited where it got really warm earlier this year that we planted things that don't really need to be outside yet. Commercial frost cloths are available to protect some plants at temperatures as low as 20 degrees. Garden blankets, such as remade cloth, are good covers that can protect large groupings of tender plants and flowers. However, covers don't have to be elaborate or expensive to work. If you put a row of stakes up, and you can cover them with newspaper, cardboard, sheets, towels, will do just fine. If gardeners don't have stakes, they can lay the covers directly over the plant and anchor them on the ground with rocks. This prevents heat loss, though the plant may suffer a little damage when the covers touch them directly. Other materials that can be used as covers, as we mentioned, blankets, drop cloths, inverted flower pots, buckets, milk jugs that have been cut in half. Clear plastic materials, we try to avoid them since radiant energy will pass through them. But many options many of these options we talked about will really help during an actual true freeze. If you have jumped the gun this spring, and we do see another swing that can happen where we get close to that freezing temperature this time of year, it will actually be less stressful to dig up maybe some of those annual plants. If you've already put some tomatoes out or something, you could dig them up for the night, bring them inside, then replant them in the morning versus them trying to survive a freeze. That's today's Farm News. Thanks for tuning in to our program. Join us each weekday at this time for the County Agent's Corner, a service of the Mercer, Boyle, and Garrett County Cooperative Extension Offices.
There you go. Jessica Besson giving us a lesson this morning on the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. Here we go, Jessica, some random facts for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yep.
Fact number one, Jessica, the Cap'n Crunch character, the guy with the mustache who wears the blue hat. He was created by a guy named Alan Burns. Alan Burns also worked on Rocky and Bullwinkle, and he co-created the Munsters and the Mary Tyler Moore Show. He passed away in 2020. Oh, wow. Yeah, 2021 he died. So he had it going on. Some people just got it going on, and Alan Burns was just doing it, creating TV characters.
Very resume, a wide range of things.
Creative guy. Number two, the word phony comes from the word telephone. Since early phones had such bad audio quality, it made people's voices sound fake, a.k.a. phony.
Oh.
where that word comes from.
Cool. It is.
Yeah. Number 3, roughly 2/3 of the U.S. population lives within 100 miles of one of the country's borders, including coastal boundaries like the oceans and the Great Lakes. We are among the 1/3 that does not live within 100 miles of one of the country's borders.
Right.
Yeah. On that same line, roughly 2/3 of Canadians live within 100 kilometers, that's 62 miles, of the U.S. border. If you take it up to 100 miles, more than 80% of Canadians live within 100 miles of the U.S. border. Which, I mean, makes sense because the further north you go, the more remote and cold it is in Canada.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, it gets really remote up that way. So
Right.
everyone's more populated.
Yeah.
Southern side of Canada.
And lastly here, Jessica, the musical artist Rick James only won 1 Grammy in his life, and it was for co-writing this song right here.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
You Can't Touch This by MC Hammer. Won Rick James a Grammy. There you go, Jessica. Appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again on Thursday morning, okay?
I'll talk to you tomorrow. You have me Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh, we'll talk to you tomorrow morning then, Jessica. Talk to you later. Bye. That's Jessica Besson giving us a lesson this morning on the County Agent's Corner. It is 7:44 in the morning, and we are back after this.
I told you, homeboy, you can't touch this. Yeah, that's how we live in your...
Danville Lee's famous recipes been serving Central Kentucky with the best chicken since 1972. Enjoy your money-saving $6 meal. Choose from 2 famous strips with 2 pieces of our famous golden fried chicken, your favorite side, homestyle buttermilk biscuit, and drink, all at just $6. Or grab the 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece family meal with large shareable sides and a buttermilk biscuit. Call for expert caterers at 859-236-8777. It's Danville Lee's famous recipe, Southport. That's not just chicken, it's tradition.
A few years ago, Steve Faircow's lungs were failing.
I don't think I had more than a couple weeks to live.
That's when Steve received a lung transplant made possible by an organ donor. Now Steve can do things he never imagined, like climbing 94 floors to the top of a skyscraper.
I never knew that breathing could feel this good. It's an incredible gift.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Today is the final day for men to enter the NCAA transfer portal. Kentucky's hoping for something better today after they lost power forward Donnie Freeman to St. John's and Rick Pitino. Get while the getting is good. Maybe one thing Mark Pope didn't learn from his former coach. JMU power forward 6'7" Justin McBride is coming to UK for a visit tomorrow. Hometown Radio has high school baseball action on the air for you this evening as Danville visits Garrett County. First pitch for the Ads and the Golden Lions is at 6 on Z105. In college baseball tonight, Louisville entertains Kentucky. Cats beat the Cards 4-2 a couple of weeks ago. Yesterday's high school baseball scores: Danville 16, Perry County Central 6, Rockcastle County 8, Boyle County 5, and West Jessamine 5, Mercer County 1. In fast-pitch softball, Danville beat Bardstown twice, 17-1 and 7-0. It was Woodford County 8, Boyle County 7, and Rockcastle County 9, Garrett County nothing. In Major League Baseball Monday, Cincinnati rookie first baseman Sal Stewart hit his 8th homer of the year and added a double as the Reds won their 4th straight game, 6-1 at Tampa Bay. Rookie right-hander Red Lauder got the win, going 6 innings, allowing 5 hits and a run. The Reds are at the Rays again tonight. Other scores: Braves 9, Nationals 4, Astros 9, Guardians 2, Dodgers 12, Rockies 3, Cubs 5, Phillies 1, Red Sox 8, Tigers 6, Marlins 5, Cardinals 3, Blue Jays 5, Angels 2, Athletics 6, Mariners 4, and Orioles 7, Royals 5 in 12 innings. In the NBA playoffs last night, Atlanta evened their series at a game apiece with the Knicks. winning in New York 107-106. The Cavs are up 2-0 after a 115-105 win over Toronto. And Minnesota won at Denver 119-114 to tie their series at 1-all. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Ready to remodel your home with new kitchen, bath, or lighting, but costs are holding you back? Good news. The Big Deal Store and HometownLive.net can help you get started with your remodeling dreams. You can now save money on gift certificates to Lux 218 in Danville. You're a new headquarters for luxury remodeling for less. They have a wonderful showroom of ideas to kickstart your home remodeling job this year. Don't let price hold you back. Get true luxury for less at Lux 218 and then get extra savings by buying gift certificates at the Big Deal Store. You can get $100 for half price when you buy 5 or more. So get $1,000 for just $500. For all the details, visit the Big Deal Store and HometownLive.net. Remodeling just got easier and so much more affordable when you team up with Lux 218 and the Big Deal Store.
This is Boyle County EMS Director Mike Rogers. Boyle County is one of 6 counties in the state that offers a crisis response unit. What does that mean? When 911 receives a call from someone going through a mental health crisis, Boyle County EMS responds appropriately in a discreet manner with a social worker and a paramedic, keeping the individual's dignity intact. If you or someone you know suffers from a mental health issue, Boyle County EMS is ready to help. Call 911 or Boyle County EMS at 859-238-1134. Boyle County EMS, when life feels overwhelming, we bring calm, care, and a path forward.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
All right, Little Rayleigh Joe, it's coming your way courtesy of our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahay. Get a free estimate and they work with your insurance company. Fixing water leaks, window motor repairs, hail damage, and paintless dent repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. You get sunshine on this Tuesday, high of 75 and low tonight of 55. Tomorrow, sunshine, 77's the high. Thursday, sunshine and 80. Friday, mostly sunny, and 80 is the high. Let's go to Just Love Coffee and Cafe here in Danville. Brand new, just opened on the bypass in front of Hampton Inn and Holiday Inn Express, where you can get in there and try coffee from the 3-time finalist for Roaster of the Year by Roast Magazine. They've got the regular house coffee, but also have specialty drinks as well, and great breakfast items like waffles and breakfast sandwiches. Extended hours, 7 o'clock until 5 o'clock now at Just Love Coffee and Cafe, brand new in Danville on the bypass. And if you go in there, tell them you heard them on the Joe Show. You get 200 free rewards points just for mentioning the radio show and the radio station. So get that done. Go visit them and tell them you heard them this morning on the radio at Just Love Coffee and Cafe in Danville. Let's see what's going on out west in Hollywood. The showbiz segment. If a celebrity does it, says it, thinks it, you should probably do, say, and think the opposite. They are so disassociated with reality because they're just super rich. The world of weird. Here we go. All right, last week reports came out that Christina Applegate has been hospitalized since the end of March. It's unclear why, obviously, but we all know that she does battle MS. Well, she shared an update yesterday, thanking everyone for the, quote, outpouring of love and well wishes. Christina added, quote, health issues are a constant for me, but I'm a strong chick, and I'm getting stronger and better every day, and I'm taking a moment to focus on my health, but I'll be back with more to say soon enough, unquote. Her message was paired with an image of a coffee mug with the words kissy kissy on top of it. And her memoir, You with the Sad Eyes. It's unclear if she is still hospitalized. Around 14 years ago, Hasbro announced it was developing a movie based on the game Hungry Hungry Hippos. Well, that still hasn't happened. But we are getting this. A horror movie about a killer hippo. It's called Hungry. The tagline even says, this hippo isn't playing games. And while it sounds like throwaway garbage meant to capitalize on an existing IP, this movie looks like it could be really good, judging by the trailer, which admittedly is never a smart thing to do. Hungry hits on demand and digital platforms on June 23rd. Interestingly enough, there's a line in the trailer that totally contradicts the movie's title and marketing. A guy says, quote, "Hippos are vegetarian. He ain't killing you to eat you. He's killing you for fun." So not only is he not hungry for humans, but it appears that he is playing games. Still looks like a fun movie, though. We'll see how this one turns out. And Sabrina Carpenter brought out Madonna at Coachella. And while you'd think that would be an immediate dance party, the entire surrounding crowd stayed still while filming the moment on their phones. Of course, it's understandable to want to document an iconic moment, but just another example of being connected to their phones and not living in the moment. It makes sense why artists like Jack White, Alicia Keys, Paul McCartney have their fans lock their phones in pouches during their shows. Speaking of that performance, Madonna posted that her outfit went missing, and she's offering a reward for whoever can find it and returned it to her. "These aren't just clothes," she said. "They are part of my history. Other archival items from the same era went missing as well. I'm hoping and praying that some kind soul will find these and reach out to my team. Thank you with all my heart." By the way, police aren't convinced the stuff is actually stolen. They think the bags may have just been lost by staff. No one danced when Sabrina Carpenter brought out Madonna at Coachella. A killer hippo movie called Hungry. Yep, it's happening. And Christina Applegate says she's getting stronger every day. That's what's breaking and trending in the world of Hollywood here on The Joe Show this morning. More locally, we're hungry for lunch. Let's grab a sandwich at Melton's Deli in Danville. Let's go with the number 9 on the Melton's menu this morning. This is one of my go-tos, the Colonel Chicken. All-natural grilled chicken breast, 2 slices of provolone cheese, crisp bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, served in a toasted onion bun. I would get it with a side of honey mustard. It's the Colonel Chicken, number 9 at 247 East Main Street in 995 Ben Ali Drive. Tell them you heard him this morning on The Joe Show. You want to try out the Colonel Chicken. It's the sandwich of the day this morning from Melton's Deli in Danville. 859-238-9447 is the phone number to call in this morning. That's 238-WHIR. We're back after this to round out the 7 o'clock in the morning hour here on The Joe Show.
I found a letter in the mailbox today, and I said thank you for your thoughts, but I'm done.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications that top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. Call Term Busters for a quote, 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class, exam required to qualify. For details, call 1-800-908-7636. Paid for by Robert Livinger, Insurance Agent.
If you want to get more customers for your business, radio can help. Hi, I'm Don, your small business marketing specialist. Did you know that radio advertising has powerful advantages over other media? Radio reaches a wider audience, as most people listen to the radio every day. Radio is the #1 reach medium. Also, radio advertising is inexpensive compared to other types of advertising, such as television or print. This makes it a great choice if you have a limited budget. And with radio, you can target specific demographics, so you're not forced to buy the ones you don't need. Finally, radio advertising can generate an immediate response from customers, whether it's a phone call, website visit, or in-store visit. To learn more, call us today.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
The cast and performers of Stunt Dogs will delight audiences of all ages Saturday, May 2nd, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. at the Boyle County Performing Arts Center. During the Stunt Dog experience, you'll witness some of the most incredible dog stunts and behaviors ever performed by dogs. The experience has amazing dog tricks, big air stunts, frisbee dogs, comedy antics, dancing dogs, athletic feats, and the most entertaining show of its kind. Every Stunt Dog includes interactive crowd participation. It's not just a show, it's an experience. It'll be Saturday, May 2nd, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. at the Boyle County Performing Arts Center. Hey, Joe Mathis.
Yes, Radio Rick.
It's time for the Lee's Famous Recipes Lunch in the Office promotion.
Oh, yeah, Lunch in the Office. I love this. Tell us what they get, Radio Rick.
They get up to 20 two-piece chicken dinners, plus they get sweet tea and unsweet tea.
How can a business get their name into the hat for a chance to win Lee's Lunch in the Office?
All they have to do is send us an email, radio@hometownlive.net. We'll deliver it on Wednesday.
It's Lee's Lunch in the Office, April and May, courtesy of Lee's Famous Recipe in Danville and the Hometown Radio Network.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
All right, 7:58 in the morning. I got a buddy who has got red hair. He's a redhead, and he may be listening to us this morning. And redheads are interesting statistically speaking because they are just about 2% of the world's population. So they kind of stand out, but not for long, because a Harvard study has found nearly 16,000 ancient human remains and found that red hair genes are actually spreading, meaning natural selection has been quietly rooting for redheads this whole time, cheering for them. Since the study looked at old remains, this is not a new shift, but looking at trends over a large number of years can show how humans are evolving slowly over time. Nobody knows for sure why redheads may be becoming more common, but scientists think that being a redhead may have been genuinely advantageous around 4,000 years ago, and beneficial or desirable traits, quote unquote, get a glow up. Or it could be more random, with those genes just coming along for the ride with another important trait. Some other trends that were noticed: humans have evolved a greater immunity from male pattern baldness, arthritis, leprosy, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia. The bad news, though, is that celiac disease and Crohn's disease have increased in prominence. That's probably because in the past, people with those just died younger. Humanity is evolving, apparently, to become more redhead, according to Harvard studies. It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX. It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Vice President J.D. Vance is expected to travel to Pakistan today for potential peace talks with Iran. It remains to be seen whether a delegation from Iran will also show up. A ceasefire between the two countries is set to expire Wednesday. The confirmation process begins today for President Trump's pick to replace Jerome Powell as the next Federal Reserve chairman. When Kevin Warsh goes before the Senate Banking Committee, Democrat Elizabeth Warren says she'll question him about his $100 million net worth, his independence from President Trump, and his mention in the Jeffrey Epstein files. Labor Secretary Lori Chavez DeRemer is stepping down. Mark Mayfield reports.
White House spokesperson Stephen Chung posted on X that Chavez DeRemer will be leaving the administration to take a position in the private sector. She had been facing a probe from the Labor Department's Inspector General over potential misconduct. Chavez DeRemer is the third cabinet secretary this term to leave the Trump administration. The White House says Keith Sonderling will serve as acting secretary of the Labor Department.
The grandson of late New York City mob boss John Gotti is going to prison in a COVID-19 loan scheme. Carmine Agnello was sentenced to 15 months behind bars on Monday after pleading guilty to wire fraud.
They mad they ain't famous.
Two more of Kanye West's planned concerts in Europe are being canceled. The rapper, also known as Ye, had shows scheduled for June in both Switzerland and Poland. The first concert was scrapped after what was described as a thorough review, while organizers on the second event said it won't happen due to formal and legal reasons. Poland's cultural minister is on the record as saying West's promotion of Nazism is in direct contradiction with the values of a country marked by the history of the Holocaust. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Attention men, here's a great way to have more fun in bed and save money. If you want to take something like Viagra, they can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Yes, $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. These pills work for men to improve their performance and confidence. You'll love them. And now for the price of 2 or 3 pills, you can get 50 or more for around $100. You'll save hundreds of dollars off retail prices. That's enough to buy your date a nice dinner. Don't pay expensive prices for Viagra. Call now, order 50 or more of our blue pills, and pay as little as $2 a pill and save hundreds of dollars. Call anytime for confidential shipping.
Call 800-830-0715. That's 800-830-0715. Again, 800-830-0715.
Singer David has pleaded not guilty to all charges connected to the death of a teenage girl.
We believe the actual evidence will show David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez, nor was he the cause of her death.
The performer, whose real name is David Burke, was arrested Thursday after the remains of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez were found in the trunk of his Tesla 7 months ago. Burke was charged with first-degree murder on Monday and, if convicted, could face life in prison without parole or the death penalty. L.A. County DA Nathan Hochman says Rivas Hernandez was killed when she threatened to expose Burke. He's currently being held without bail. Congress is getting involved and will investigate the suspicious deaths and disappearances of American scientists connected to U.S. nuclear or space research programs. House Oversight and Government Reform Committee Chair James Comer says it's very unlikely these cases are all a coincidence, and he's pressing for answers.
Well, it does appear that there's a high possibility that something sinister is taking place here.
At least 10 scientists are either dead or have gone missing since 2022, and each reportedly held high-level security clearances at national research facilities. The situation is a national security concern. He wants to hear from several agencies, including NASA and the Department of Energy. Several people are recovering from injuries after a stampede at a rodeo in South Carolina this past weekend. Police say horses were spooked by fireworks at the event in Gaston. Brenda Arredondo was there with her family.
Everything happened so quick.
Arredondo says her mother was among the injured after being trampled by the stampeding horses. Police say other attendees at the event were uncooperative, allegedly throwing beer cans at emergency workers. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Ready to remodel your home with new kitchen, bath, or lighting, but costs are holding you back? Good news. The Big Deal Store and HometownLive.net can help you get started with your remodeling dreams. You can now save money on gift certificates to Lux 218 in Danville, your new headquarters for luxury remodeling for less. They have a wonderful showroom of ideas to kickstart your home remodeling job this year. Don't let price hold you back. Get true luxury for less at Lux 218, and then get extra savings by buying gift certificates at the Big Deal Store. You can get $100 for half price when you buy 5 or more. So get $1,000 for just $500. For all the details, visit the Big Deal Store and HometownLive.net. Remodeling just got easier and so much more affordable when you team up with Lux 218 and the Big Deal Store.
Don't be a dirty driver. You can shine on and drive on with a clean vehicle from the original Thoroughbred Car Wash in Danville on Perryville Road. The original Thoroughbred Car Wash has 6 self-service bays and 8 vacuums and a touchless automatic wash that washes, waxes, and blow dries for the spotless wash that you'll be proud of. Find the original Thoroughbred Car Wash in Danville on Perryville Road, just down from Big Lots. Open 7 days a week for your convenience.
Hello, this is Tony
Wilder, chairman of Boyle County's America's 250 birthday celebration. Our next event features an appearance by our beloved Kentucky native son and 12th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln presenter Jacob Truax will deliver a 75-minute solo performance illuminating one of America's most iconic figures through humor, humanity, and unforgettable oratory. The event is free and will take place at the Forkland Community Center on Saturday, April 25th at 7 p.m. Come on out to Forkland and experience this special evening.
Good morning to you. It's Tuesday. It's the 21st day of April, a day where we get sunshine, and 75 is the high. Forecast is coming your way. News is coming your way. And the Boyle County Public Library is also coming your way right after this. Let's do it.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Part of Forkland Road in Boyle County will be closed on Wednesday for road work. It'll happen from the beginning of Forkland Road to mile point 1 from 8:30 until 3:30 on Wednesday. That closure is necessary for cross-train replacement. Motorists are asked to seek alternate routes like Kentucky 243 and Kentucky 1108. Work is underway in Mercer County on the long-awaited project to expand internet access to unserved or underserved households in Mercer County. The Harrodsburg Herald reports that work began on Indian Creek Road and Central Pike. The deadline to complete this $26 million project is December 31st of this year. The project will deliver internet service to more than 3,300 unserved houses and businesses in Mercer County. Mercer County officials are still weighing the pros and cons of a proposed data center, and another special called Planning and Zoning Commission meeting will take place next week to discuss it. This special called meeting will be next Tuesday, a week from today, at CU Harrodsburg's Gymnasium, and there will be a time for public comment at that meeting. Again, it's set for Tuesday, April 28th at the CU Harrodsburg Gymnasium for a special called Planning and Zoning meeting on the proposed data center ordinance. The Harrodsburg City Commission is continuing to move toward making a decision on the former Lions Park building. The Harrodsburg Herald reports that at their last meeting, Harrodsburg commissioners approved the Harrodsburg Fire Department to fulfill the requirements for a grant with the Kentucky State Fire Commission. The intent of this grant would be to turn the Lions Park building into a training center for the Harrodsburg Fire Department. If they were to receive the grant, the hope would be for the building to host monthly classes as well as install equipment for live fire drills. That conversion, though, may take up to 5 years. Oregon's Attorney General and State Fire Marshal have filed a suit against a nonprofit founder saying he misused thousands of dollars meant for Kentucky and Oregon disasters. That nonprofit in question is Cascade Relief Team and its founder, Marcus Brooks, which the lawsuit claims diverted donations and used them for personal expenses. The lawsuit claims that more than $300,000 from an American Red Cross grant that was meant to help Western Kentucky tornado victims was not used for that intended purpose. This lawsuit seeking to ban Brooks from managing charitable foundations in the future, to dissolve the Cascade Relief Team, and to recover the lost money. I'm Joe Mathis.
Some love him and some hate him, but everybody listens to Sean Hannity weekdays at 3 and Saturdays at 10 on AM 1230 WHIR.
Own the most reliable laundry brand, Speed Queen, which is featured at your official platinum dealer, Carl Day's Danville hometown store. Consumer Reports rated Speed Queen #1 in reliability. Speed Queen is the proven performer in laundry, the one you can count on to last longer, up to 25 years of laundry. Speed Queen are the ones that offer a 7-year warranty, not just parts, but in-home labor. You buy Speed Queen for peace of mind and performance. You get the best every day from Speed Queen at your official platinum dealer, Carl Day's Danville hometown store on Houstonville Road.
Now at Pizza Hut, get a $10 large, any 3-topping pizza on your choice of hut crust, like the new hand-tossed. Glazed with our buttery garlic parm hut blend seasoning, it's the crust you're craving. Get your $10 large, any 3-topping. Order online at pizzahut.com. Limited time offer at participating locations. Max 3 toppings. Additional charge for pan, stuffed crust, extra toppings, and cheese. Taxes, delivery fees, and exclusions apply.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, little Rayleigh, appreciate that. Brought to you by our friends over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. calling marker, Chris, for a free quote, 859-236-6686. Sunshine 75 is your high. A low tonight of 55. Sunny skies and 77 tomorrow. Thursday, sunny and 80. Friday, sunny and 80 is your high. It's 8:11 in the morning, and Colleen from the Boyle County Public Library is on the show this morning. Hello, Colleen. How are you?
Good morning, Joe. I'm fine. How are you?
Doing great, Colleen. Appreciate you being on here this morning and giving us Boyle County Public Library updates. Tell us what's up this week, Colleen.
Yeah. Well, tonight we're hosting at 6 p.m. a book talk with Brian Bush, who is the Perryville Battlefield Park Manager. And he is discussing a book that's part of the America 250 series called Postcard History of Danville and Boyle County. And it's a partnership with the Boyle County Historical Society, and it should be really interesting to look at those old photos and see, listen to the history that he can tell about those things. That should be fun.
Nice. That's tonight, you said?
Yes, at 6 p.m.
Okay.
And tomorrow we are having the document shredding event that that happens annually with FNB, and it will be out in the parking lot, in the brick lot. And people can drive through with whatever documents or things they need shredded, and they'll be unloaded out of their cars. And at the same time, they will be accepting donations for the community garden. So if you'd like to donate seeds or tools or equipment for the garden, they will also take those at that time.
Okay, cool.
So tomorrow between 2 and 5.
Okay.
On Thursday, we have the old-time music folk music jam at Grayson's Tavern at 5:30.
Okay.
And on Friday, we're having an additional blood drive. We have our monthly one on the first Wednesday every month, but this month they ask for another one. So there's a blood drive from 12 to 5 on Friday afternoon. And on Saturday, the farmers market opens, and the bookmobile will be there from 11 to 2, and also Grayson's Tavern will be open.
Awesome.
And yeah, on Monday we have baby story time at 10 a.m. And I happened to be in the downstairs on the main floor when baby story time let out yesterday, and all of those little ones were looking for Benjamin Bunny.
Oh,
so if you want to come and see something really cute, all those kids, Benjamin Bunny, they're tiny little kids, but they just cannot wait to see him.
Yes. What's the age group for baby story time?
It's really infants up till about 2 years old.
Yeah, okay.
Really, anyone who can make it is welcome to come, but it is geared for younger kids and their caregivers.
Right, yeah. So
And
you said that's Monday mornings?
Monday mornings at 10, yes. And Rachel does story time, and then people have time to hang out, and the babies can play together, and, they put out some, like literacy building toys for them. And then when they're finished with that, then they usually go visit Benjamin and get some books.
Love it. Good stuff. Look, the library,
Yeah.
I mentioned my sister-in-law. She comes down with her kids, and then our kids, they'll go and spend hours at the library just having fun, just spending time there outside of like being surrounded by screens and video games and this and that, just coming in a quiet environment and spending a couple hours and having a blast. So the library is a good place to do that. I'm also, Colleen, looking at the calendar. I've got 5 weeks from tomorrow is what I've got.
5 weeks. Can you believe it?
I can't. 5 weeks from tomorrow. And I mentioned last week, it seemed like just 2 weeks ago or so, we were saying 10 weeks, and it felt like it was forever away. We're just about a month away now, Colleen, from it.
I know. I think when you first asked me to count off, it was like 14 weeks.
Yeah,
so
it's way in the... I can't believe it.
It feels like it's going really fast.
And that'll be Wednesday, May the 27th for the kickoff to the summer reading program and events and activities there at the library. Again, tomorrow is the Earth Day document shredding and donation drive they're doing. The document shred truck's going to be at the library. You can go to the Boyle County Public Library website, boylepublib.org, to see what items they can accept and they can shred there. But get that stuff together for tomorrow from 2 o'clock until 5 at the Boyle County Public Library. Colleen, appreciate you being on. If people have any questions, how can they get in touch with you?
They can call us at 238-7323, or they can look on our website, boylepublib.org, or they can catch us on Facebook.
There it is, Colleen with the Boyle County Public Library. Appreciate you being on, Colleen. We'll talk to you again a week from today, okay?
Sounds wonderful. Thanks, Joe.
You too. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
That's Colleen with the Boyle County Public Library. Tuesday mornings around 8:10, she joins us, giving us an update from the Boyle County Public Library on the Joe Show. They had to close for a couple of hours yesterday because of a gas leak on Broadway. So they had to close the library down but open it back up as the situation was resolved. So we appreciate them, safety and priority of the guest, making sure that they're staying safe there. It's 8:17. Again, we're going to step aside. Come back and Randyisms. The thoughts of Randy Graham. Randy Graham's thoughts. Coming up next.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Today is the final day for men to enter the NCAA transfer portal. Kentucky's hoping for something better today after they lost power forward Donnie Freeman to St. John's and Rick Pitino. Get while the getting is good. Maybe one thing Mark Pope didn't learn from his former coach. JMU power forward 6'7" Justin McBride is coming to UK for a visit tomorrow. Hometown Radio has high school baseball action on the air for you this evening as Danville visits Garrett County. First pitch for the Ads and the Golden Lions is at 6 on Z105. In college baseball tonight, Louisville entertains Kentucky. The Cats beat the Cards 4-2 a couple of weeks ago. Yesterday's high school baseball scores: Danville 16, Perry County Central 6, Rockcastle County 8, Boyle County 5, and West Jessamine 5, Mercer County 1. In fast-pitch softball, Danville beat Bardstown twice, 17-1 and 7-0. It was Woodford County 8, Boyle County 7, and Rockcastle County 9, Garrett County nothing. In Major League Baseball Monday, Cincinnati rookie first baseman Sal Stewart hit his 8th homer of the year and added a double as the Reds won their 4th straight game, 6-1 at Tampa Bay. Rookie right-hander Red Lauder got the win, going 6 innings, allowing 5 hits and a run. The Reds are at the Rays again tonight. Other scores: Braves 9, Nationals 4, Astros 9, Guardians 2, Dodgers 12, Rockies 3, Cubs 5, Phillies 1, Red Sox 8, Tigers 6, Marlins 5, Cardinals 3, Blue Jays 5, Angels 2, Athletics 6, Mariners 4, and Orioles 7, Royals 5 in 12 innings. In the NBA playoffs last night, Atlanta evened their series at a game apiece with the Knicks, winning in New York 107-106. The Cavs are up 2-0 after a 115-105 win over Toronto. And Minnesota won at Denver 119-114 to tie their series at 1-all. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications that top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. Call Term Busters for a quote, 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class, exam required to qualify. For details, call 1-800-908-7636. Paid for by Robert Livinger, Insurance Agent.
Discover the power of radio. If you're a business owner, did you know that radio advertising engages your consumers more than any other media?
In fact, the engagement levels for radio advertising, or the percentage of people who actively pay attention to the ads, is by far the highest of any mass media.
Discover the power of radio.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Little Rayleigh, appreciate that. Brought to you by our friends over at the Little Sign Shop. Hey, do you need a sign, a banner, or a decal fast? The owners and operators of the Little Sign Shop have got you covered. Full color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design. They're in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Come on, call them. 859-238-7391. Sunshine, clear skies. 75 the high, 55 is the low. Sunshine tomorrow, 77 and 54. Thursday, sunshine and 80. Friday, mostly sunny, 80. And a chance of rain showers on Saturday. Right now, it is 8:23 in the morning. It is 42 degrees here in Danville. So happy to have you on the show this morning. And Randy Graham has got your ear now with Randyisms. The thoughts of Randy Graham. These are Randy Graham's thoughts.
Good morning, Sir Joe in the Know, and what another great day it is to get up and get at 'em. Well, Joe, 2 days ago was the anniversary of the shot heard around the world. Did you know that? Meaning the first shot of our American Revolution. Actually, the 251st anniversary, having fought the British 1 year before the Declaration of Independence was signed. But it seems to carry more historical significance, this being the 250th anniversary of our nation's founding. But also because of our conflict with Iran, we are reminded in real time an important lesson, which led to the Second Amendment of our Constitution, the right to keep and bear arms, with two distinct differences. The first difference, where France came to our aid in the latter end of our war for independence, we are coming on the front end, along with Israel, in helping the Iranian people secure theirs. The second difference, we at the time were armed citizens. The Iranian people are not. 251 years ago, the American Revolution began at sunrise on a village green in Lexington, Massachusetts. 77 farmers, tradesmen, teenagers stood in the path of 700 British regulars. The tension had been building for years, and in the recent months had come to a breaking point. General Thomas Gage, the British governor of Massachusetts, had received orders from London to disarm the colonial militias and arrest Patriot leaders Samuel Adams and John Hancock, who at the time were hiding in Lexington, Massachusetts. Lexington happened to be on the way to Concord, Massachusetts, where the Sons of Liberty were storing powder and ammunition in case war broke out. Sons of Liberty and Patriot leader Dr. Joseph Warren received intelligence that the British were on their way and sent riders William Dawes, Dr. Samuel Prescott, and Paul Revere to warn the different villages that the, redcoats or the regulars were coming, and to move Samuel Adams and John Hancock to safety. Hancock having to be persuaded by Adams and Revere to leave because he wanted to stay and fight there in Lexington. But them convincing him of the importance of his life to help keep the revolution going, he acquiesced. And 77 men, some teenagers, most of them farmers, armed with whatever muskets they owned, were told by Colonel Parker, a veteran of the French and Indian War, stand your ground. Don't fire unless fired upon. But if they mean to have a war, let it begin here. The British advance guard under Major John Pitcairn spread across the green and ordered Parker's men to disperse. Then someone fired, and no one knows who fired that first shot. But it was called the shot heard round the world by poet Ralph Waldo Emerson because the success of that revolution inspired future revolutions in other countries. 8 Americans were killed at Lexington and 10 were wounded. The British gave a cheer, reformed their columns, and marched on to Concord. However, at Concord, things went differently. The weapons and powder were hidden, and the few supplies the British did find, they began burning. And some 450 militiamen gathered above the North Bridge, believed their town was being burned, came to the rescue. And at the North Bridge met 100 British soldiers guarding that bridge. And after killing 3 British soldiers, the British fell back. And the 700 British soldiers began their retreat toward Boston, some 20 miles, which became a nightmare for them. because colonial militiamen had streamed toward the road all morning, summoned by alarmed riders, church bells, and signal guns, pouring out of every farmhouse and village in Middlesex County. The British had trouble seeing their attackers. They could not form a battle line against the enemy because they seemed like they were everywhere but nowhere. By the time a relief column met them of 1,000 soldiers, they had suffered 273 casualties. The Americans, 93. The British made it back to Boston at sundown, a defeated army, and the siege of Boston began. The siege would last 11 months, ending when George Washington placed guns on Dorchester Heights, forcing the British Army to evacuate Massachusetts on March the 17th, 1776, and they never came back to Boston again. The men who'd stood on Lexington Green that morning were not yet citizens of a free country. The Declaration of Independence was still 14 months away. They were not soldiers of an army. They were citizens with their own guns. And it is why when our Constitution was written, some of the 13 colonies refused to sign it, being apprehensive of this new federal government they were creating, until a Bill of Rights for the people was included. First being that Congress shall make no laws respecting the free exercise of religion, freedom of the press, and have a redress of grievances with the government. The Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms. Why? Because on that day in Lexington and in the first battle of Bunker Hill, it was the citizens of the country that stood against the most powerful army in the world. And they did so with their own guns until General George Washington was able to raise an army. The Second Amendment, or right to keep and bear arms, was created not just for hunting and protection of home and property, but in the case this government in which they were creating became too abusive, that we the people, as our Declaration of Independence read, would not only have a right to throw off that form of government, but a means by which we could do so, while in the meantime keeping this government we had created in check, because our government knowing we were an armed populace. A lesson we are witnessing by being reminded today of what's happening in Iran, when a tyrannical, abusive government is in power, and its people do not have a right to keep and bear arms.
Randy Graham, the thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's thoughts, Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on The Joe Show at this time. It is 8:29 in the morning, and we're about a minute away from our bottom hour news with the Kentucky News Network. We'll have that coming up next.
Are you on your feet all day or dealing with shoes that just don't provide the right support? Danville Bike and Footwear is your destination for trusted shoe brands Brooks, Asics, Ultra, and Saucony, plus Power Step and Spinco insoles. Your feet need the right support, stability, and shock absorption for all-day comfort. Let the shoe specialist at Danville Bike and Footwear help you find the right shoe for your lifestyle. Stop by Danville Bike and Footwear at 417 West Main Street in downtown Danville next to City Hall.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way,
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Kentucky's lieutenant governor has announced her campaign to run for the state's highest office.
In announcing her candidacy for governor in 2027, Jacqueline Coleman, a former teacher, is making education the foundation of her campaign.
We can invest in our kids on the front end, or we are literally going to pay for it on the back end. And I will not stop. And as governor, I will not stop until pre-K is a reality for every Kentucky family.
Coleman is in her second term as lieutenant governor under Andy Beshear. If elected, she would be only the second female governor in state history behind Martha Lane Collins. I'm Matt Reese.
4 people are dead in an Adair shooting and barricade situation, including the suspect. It started inside a Chestnut Grove Road home Monday morning around 11:30. Law enforcement surrounded the home quickly in the barricade. The unidentified suspect is said to have shot and killed his mother, his aunt, and a third family member before he barricaded himself inside the home. He's also said to have shot down a drone during the standoff. Officers confirmed around 10:15 Monday night that the suspect is dead, and Kentucky State Police were sweeping for explosives, something he reportedly had earlier in the day. The investigation continues. No officers were harmed. And a 4-year-old man is arrested after a barricade situation in East Bernstadt. Laurel County deputies reported to a Star Hill Road home at 6 o'clock over an individual wanted for violating parole. They identified him as Sammy Bowling as he refused to leave and took shelter inside. 2 hours of negotiations coaxed Bowling out. He's facing counts involving failure to pay child support and violating parole over controlled substances. He's in the Laurel County Correctional Center. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
So you want to be a recycling hero in Danville with curbside pickup or impress the fine folks at Boyle County Recycling Center? Pay attention, because it's a little more than just breathing air and tossing your stuff in the bin. Only plastics marked with numbers 1 and 2 make the cut. Got it? Great. And don't just toss in goo-covered spaghetti jars or soda cans. Rinse those bad boys. Gotta be squeaky clean, shiny happy, bone dry. Bonus tip, this also applies to your metal cans, whether they're steel, tin, or aluminum. Seriously, don't mix in that oil-stained tin foil hat. Got a hoarding problem with cardboard, catalogs, and magazines that rival a library? Set them free to reincarnate. Cereal boxes, office paper, they're all up for this new spiritual paper journey. And listen up, confetti enthusiasts, bag that shredded paper. Sorry, folks. Glass is not welcome to the recyclables party, but hey, give yourself a high five for recycling right.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
This is Earl Montzer reporting the next Mercer County Drug Take-Back Day will be held this Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon at the Mercer County Fiscal Court Building, 207 West Lexington Street. Drug Take-Back Day is to provide a safe, convenient, and responsible means for disposing of prescription and non-prescription drugs, while also educating the general public about the potential for abuse of medications. Hope to see you this Saturday. Thank you.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Part of Forkland Road in Boyle County will be closed on Wednesday for road work. It'll happen from the beginning of Forkland Road to mile point 1 from 8:30 until 3:30 on Wednesday. That closure is necessary for cross-train replacement. Motorists are asked to seek alternate routes like Kentucky 243 and Kentucky 1108. Work is underway in Mercer County on the long-awaited project to expand internet access to unserved or underserved households in Mercer County. The Harrodsburg Herald reports that work began on Indian Creek Road and Central Pike. The deadline to complete this $26 million project is December 31st of this year. The project will deliver internet service to more than 3,300 unserved houses and businesses in Mercer County. Mercer County officials are still weighing the pros and cons of a proposed data center, and another special called Planning and Zoning Commission meeting will take place next week to discuss it. This special called meeting will be next Tuesday, a week from today, at CU Harrodsburg's Gymnasium, and there will be a time for public comment at that meeting. Again, it's set for Tuesday, April 28th at the CU Harrodsburg Gymnasium for a special called Planning and Zoning meeting on the proposed data center ordinance. The Harrodsburg City Commission is continuing to move toward making a decision on the former Lions Park building. The Harrodsburg Herald reports that at their last meeting, Harrodsburg commissioners approved the Harrodsburg Fire Department to fulfill the requirements for a grant with the Kentucky State Fire Commission. The intent of this grant would be to turn the Lions Park building into a training center for the Harrodsburg Fire Department. If they were to receive the grant, the hope would be for the building to host monthly classes as well as install equipment for live fire drills. That conversion, though, may take up to 5 years. Oregon's Attorney General and State Fire Marshal have filed a suit against a nonprofit founder saying he misused thousands of dollars meant for Kentucky and Oregon disasters. That nonprofit in question is Cascade Relief Team and its founder, Marcus Brooks, which the lawsuit claims diverted donations and used them for personal expenses. The lawsuit claims that more than $300,000 from an American Red Cross grant that was meant to help Western Kentucky tornado victims was not used for that intended purpose. This lawsuit seeking to ban Brooks from managing charitable foundations in the future, to dissolve the Cascade Relief Team, and to recover the lost money. I'm Joe Mathis.
What is it that makes parents continue to choose Danville Christian Academy for their kids' education?
Hi, my name is Amy. What I love most about DCA is that my children can go to school and worship God each and every single day.
Hello, my name is Jenna, and what I love most about DCA is that my kids are learning their true identity in Christ.
Hi, my name is Brittany, and I love DCA because my kids get a quality education that is Christ-centered.
You can find out firsthand why parents are choosing Danville Christian Academy. Enrolling now for preschool through 12th grade.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
All right, little Rayleigh Joe, brought to you by our friends over at the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses and big-time discounts, entertainment tickets, too. Save up to 50% every day. The Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Sunny and 75 is the high, 55 is the low. Tomorrow, sunny and 77. Thursday, sunny and 80. Friday, mostly sunny and 80 is the high. It's 8:38 in the morning, 43 degrees. Tuesday, the 21st day of the month of April. And I'm so happy you're on the show this morning. Let's get to Pimmy with Wedding Plenty with Pim, giving us wedding tips. Hey, it's spring. Wedding season is like here. So let's see what Pimmy's got today.
Hi, I'm Pim Stewart-Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. If you're planning a wedding and it's not your own, communicating with the bride is the place to start. You'll need to consult with, support, and help out when the bride's two hands aren't enough. The most successful wedding planning teams begin the process with a sit-down to discuss exactly what's expected in the partnership. Perhaps you're the mother of the bride. Your daughter may be nervous about setting up parameters, but you can ease her burden by asking her exactly what she would like you to do. Have her make a list, duties that will be solely your responsibility, and tasks she would like your help with, and a list of activities that are not your domain, like planning the honeymoon or choosing the menu. During the wedding's unfolding, issues will come up that weren't covered on the original list, so be flexible in deleting items or making additions. Consider the maid or matron of honor your assistant. She's been given this position of honor by the bride, and as such, has taken on the role of assistant. She can answer many of your questions and will be willing to help out with little details you may choose to hand off. And believe me, you'll welcome the help. My love note, one thing that all wedding planners, amateur and professional, agree on: don't take anything for granted. Confirm, remind twice, ask, tell, chase, leave nothing to chance.
If you've got spring fever, Lowe's has the cure. During SpringFest, make your landscape stand out with 3 free bags of Miracle-Gro 3/4 cubic foot garden soil when you buy 3. Plus, get up to 40% off select major appliances to keep clothes, food, and dishes fresh all season long. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. We all get distracted when we drive, whether it's from our phones or kids in the backseat bickering. But how we handle these distractions can be a matter of life or death. Before you get on the road for your next road trip, please put your phones on silent and take a mental note to focus on driving.
Paid for by NHTSA.
furnished by IntelliBrands. Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Get an Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact. Improve your flexibility and balance, strengthen and tone your legs.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better, and it makes me feel stronger too.
My circulation is moving. I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
It's so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. And for a limited time, get a free upgrade to our deluxe bundle with a faster motor, sport mat, and wireless remote. Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212. 800-555-1212 now. These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
All right, 8:41 in the morning, and the World Cup is basically going to cost you like your firstborn. I mean, it's so expensive now to go to the World Cup. Just getting tickets, and you heard Dusty a couple weeks ago say the people who bought the premier tickets were getting bumped down to second-level tickets. Taking the train to the game in New Jersey is going to cost you $150 just to get to the game. That's not, I mean, just to jump on the train, going to the game, $150. Doesn't count hotel stay. That doesn't count tickets to get in. Just $150 to ride a stinking train. Goodness gracious.
Round trip New Jersey transit tickets to World Cup games, $150. A hotel room that's not even close to where the games are, $800. A hot dog from one of the vendors at the World Cup games, I don't know, let's say $1,000. A souvenir from the gift shop at the World Cup games, oh, forget about it, that's gonna run you like $5 large. Actual tickets to the World Cup games, priceless, as in you won't be able to afford it over here. There's some things that money can't buy. For everything else, there's the New Jersey World Cup card. Sign up today, you broke losers.
Let's see what's going on in Grub Gab, the world of food, where you can always and unequivocally just eat it. Here we go. All right, McDonald's is rolling out a selection of new dirty sodas and refreshers to nationwide locations later this year. In spring and summer, the lineup will feature drinks from last year's failed Cosmics concept, and they were successfully tested at over 500 locations last year. Per the Wall Street Journal, McDonald's franchisees have invested heavily into new beverage machines designed specifically to produce the dirty sodas and caffeinated refreshers that will be made in collaboration with Red Bull. McDonald's is joining in on an attempt to appeal to a younger demographic, along with Taco Bell's Live Más Cafe, Panera, Starbucks, Sonic, and Whataburger's Water Refreshers. The new refreshers are craft sodas expected to be launched next month, with the energy drinks to follow in August, so be on the lookout for them on your next visit to Mickey D's. Let's get some pizza from Domino's, who they're celebrating the upcoming 2026 NFL Draft on Thursday with 50% off all menu price pizzas through Sunday. Orders must be placed online or in the app. The deal available for carry-out delivery and Domino's Pinpoint delivery service, which allows delivery to outdoor locations that include parks, baseball fields, and beaches. Customers can get 50% off any specialty pizza with any size crust, including handmade pan or Parmesan stuffed crust, and there are 6 crust types available. In addition, if you order a handmade pan or Parmesan stuffed crust pizza online, you get a new slice sauce cup for free. A new sauce they have you can dip your pizza in. To grab this offer, select the 50% deal when ordering at Domino's.com or through the Domino's mobile app. And summer is coming up, and Arby's is bringing back their fan-favorite slow-smoked barbecue menu with an all-new brisket and a new mac bowl. Here's the details. The pulled pork sandwich is coming back. A quarter pound of hickory smoked pork that's been smoked for hours at a low temperature for extra flavor on a brioche bun with pickles. The chopped brisket sandwich, smoked for 13 hours and chopped to blend the bark and meat, and is served in a toasted brioche bun with pickles. And a mac bowl, a new menu item consisting of white cheddar mac and cheese with your choice of a quarter pound of slow smoked pulled pork or chopped brisket on top. Finished with crispy onions and sweet or spicy Arby's barbecue sauce. That'll be available for a limited time at nationwide Arby's locations. Arby's is bringing back the slow-smoked barbecue menu. Domino's 50% off pizza deal is back through Sunday. McDonald's is rolling out dirty sodas and refreshers nationwide. Grub Gab, where you can always just eat it. On The Joe Show. It's 8:45. James the Gardener coming on here next, and we see what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history around the corner.
Furnished by IntelliBrands. Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Get an Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact. Improve your flexibility and balance. Strengthen and tone your legs.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better, and it makes me feel stronger too.
My circulation is moving. I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
It's so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. And for a limited time, get a free upgrade to our deluxe bundle with a faster motor, sport mat, and wireless remote. Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212. 800-555-1212 now. These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Today's the final day for men to enter the NCAA transfer portal. Kentucky's hoping for something better today after they lost power forward Donnie Freeman to St. John's and Rick Pitino. Get while the getting is good. Maybe one thing Mark Pope didn't learn from his former coach. JMU power forward 6'7" Justin McBride is coming to UK for a visit tomorrow. Hometown Radio has high school baseball action on the air for you this evening as Danville visits Garrett County. First pitch for the Ads and the Golden Lions is at 6 on Z105. In college baseball tonight, Louisville entertains Kentucky. The Cats beat the Cards 4-2 a couple of weeks ago. Yesterday's high school baseball scores: Danville 16, Perry County Central 6, Rockcastle County 8, Boyle County 5, and West Jessamine 5, Mercer County 1. In fast-pitch softball, Danville beat Bardstown twice, 17-1 and 7-0. It was Woodford County 8, Boyle County 7, and Rockcastle County 9, Garrett County nothing. In Major League Baseball Monday, Cincinnati rookie first baseman Sal Stewart hit his 8th homer of the year and added a double as the Reds won their 4th straight game, 6-1 at Tampa Bay. Rookie right-hander Red Lauder got the win, going 6 innings, allowing 5 hits and a run. The Reds are at the Rays again tonight. Other scores: Braves 9, Nationals 4, Astros 9, Guardians 2, Dodgers 12, Rockies 3, Cubs 5, Phillies 1, Red Sox 8, Tigers 6, Marlins 5, Cardinals 3, Blue Jays 5, Angels 2, Athletics 6, Mariners 4, and Orioles 7, Royals 5 in 12 innings. In the NBA playoffs last night, Atlanta evened their series at a game apiece with the Knicks, winning in New York 107-106. The Cavs are up 2-0 after a 115-105 win over Toronto. And Minnesota won at Denver 119-114 to tie their series at 1-all. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Need your property looking its best? Call Homescapes LLC, a trusted source for all your home, service, and property maintenance. We're licensed and fully insured, handling both residential and commercial properties with confidence. Lawn care and treatments, landscaping, excavation, construction, and tree trimming and removal. One call does it all. Call 859-613-9161. That's 859-613-9161. And let Homescapes LLC get the job done right.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
All righty there, little Rayleigh, appreciate that. Brought to you by our friends over at Southern Heating and Cooling, keeping your home cozy as your comfort is their priority. Better known, family operated, and locally trusted. Go online, southernheatingcooling.com, or call them 859-324-2770. Sunny day today, 75 is the high, 55 is your low. Tomorrow, sunshine and 77. Thursday, sunny and 80. Friday, sunny and 80. Saturday, rain shower chances moving in here. Right now, it's 8:51. 43 degrees, and I spy with my little eye James the gardener, who's in the studio with us this morning.
And now, for the next few minutes, the man with the jolly green thumb and the big straw hat is going to tell us where it's at. Gardening with James, that's the name. Growing good food, that's our aim. Working in our garden every day. Well, we might not be all that pretty, but we don't mind getting all dirty and gritty. Growing our food the natural way. Yes, we're gardening with James, the natural way. Let's dig it, James.
James, the gardener with James.
What's happening, Joe Show?
What's going on with James, the gardener, today?
Well, sunshine, blue skies. We've had a little bit of rain, which helped, because there for a minute we didn't have any rain.
Yeah.
Because it must have been Saturday. I was out, doing a few things, and about 5:30, 6 o'clock, wind got up a little bit, and I was like, it's going to start right. Before I could even get to the car, it was pouring down raining, so I was as happy as could be.
Yeah,
so.
it was interesting, though, how it was on different sides of town. So at our house, at about 11:30, 12 noon, it came down hard at our house.
Right.
And I know that because Jack, what time it was, because Jack's games for the morning were done, and I came home, and I got my back mode inside the fence, and it just came a downpour.
Yeah.
So I got the mower back in right before it started coming down, and I thought, well, Jack's games for the rest of the day are cooked. No way we'll be able to play. But it wasn't even hardly raining at Millennium Park.
Right.
And then at 6 o'clock later that night when the tournament for Jack started, and we had to go, we had like a 5-hour break in between games.
Yeah.
But what's it matter? We're at home anyway. We'll just go home and hang out for 5 hours and then go back to the park and we play. And then it started getting, like you said, wind picking up, getting cold, a little rainy, but it didn't rain hard enough to cancel. Right. And so I'm happy with Saturday's weather because I was concerned it was going to rain so much that Jack's first games were going to be canceled.
Right.
But we needed the rain. Yep. So we got the rain we needed, but it didn't rain enough to cancel the games. So James is happy, I'm happy.
That's right.
And we're holding hands and singing Kumbaya.
Yes, that's right.
That's the way it works.
Because I'm like you, because the weather is split around here. Like say, because it might rain at my house, don't rain at yours.
Yeah.
It rains across town, and nobody on the east side of town gets any of it. So, so weather's a little crazy around here, but like I said, I was just thankful for the, 20 minutes because, like I said, by the time I got in the car and got down by the dollar store, it started letting up. I was like 4 minutes worth of rain.
Yeah.
So it was pretty crazy.
So when it was raining at my house, I texted someone who lives on Perryville Road, kind of much closer to Millennium Park.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's pouring here. It was noon. It's pouring here. He's like, well, it's barely even sprinkling at my house right now. So we knew we had a chance to get the games in, and we did. James, garden-wise, what's going on? What kind of tips you got for us?
We got Derby Day coming up. A lot of people, that's when they start planting. They start rushing to the stores.
Like the spring season for them.
That's right. They run out there and start buying stuff. But like I say, just kind of hold off just a little bit longer, wait, until sometime in May before you put your tomatoes, your peppers, and your basil out, because there still might be a tiny frost coming in here somewhere along the line. But if you do, and be sure to have your sheets and stuff ready to go, to cover it for that one night. And usually by, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, the frost is gone, temperature's back up in the 40s or whatever. But, everybody's getting ready for Derby Day, and, they're ready to plant because some people wait till Mother's Day.
Yeah.
It just kind of depends on what your tradition is. But, everybody's ready to go at this point. So this way they can get their harvest in as quickly as possible and get ready to eat some fresh tomatoes and whatever it might be.
Did you were you able to drive by my house and see the little garden in the corner of
did.
the backyard?
I did.
Well, yesterday I let Chip out. He was, he hadn't been out all day, so let him go in the backyard and potty and smell around or whatever. And it's been about 10 minutes. So I go outside and check on him, and he's standing in our garden. Like, what are you doing? Why? You got so much space in the backyard. He's just being a dog, standing in our garden, just trampling on our strawberry plants, for the heck of it. Just like, watch this. I'm going to stand here because I'm a dog.
Well, I guess now you're going to have to put some type of fence up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to put like a chicken wire back up.
Chicken wire back up, yeah.
And I'm like, Chipper, I said, will you stop? Get out of the garden. But he's like half deaf because he's almost 12 years old now.
Oh, yeah, he didn't hear nothing.
No, he didn't know.
Yeah.
He was just like standing there.
Yeah.
Just looking down the street. Like, you can't look down the street from like 3 steps to your left. You got to stand in the garden to do that.
Yeah.
And I was so frustrated.
Yeah, so now you got to put that chicken wire back up because he probably understood and has seen it before. But it just didn't register.
Well, it was always behind a chicken wire.
Right.
So he could never get into it anyway.
Yeah.
So now he's like, I wonder what it's like to stand in this garden.
That's right.
That's what's going across his dog brain.
That's right. And seeing that he's going to let me stand in it, I'm going to do it one time.
I'm going to see. Wow, this is a lot of fun standing here in this garden.
Fresh dirt and everything.
All right, James, let's see what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. Starting off, James, on this date, 1962, where this artist started a 2-weeker at number 1 on the U.S. charts with this song. Name of the song is Good Luck Charm. I'm going to be honest. I've never heard this song before in my life. This is Elvis. I'm not the biggest Elvis fan, so it probably shouldn't come as a shock to you that I don't know more than 5 Elvis songs. But I feel like I should know the number 1 songs. And I've never heard this song in my life. Good Luck Charm went number 1 on this date, 1962. It was his 5th U.S. number 1 of the 60s. But we were only 2 years into the 60s at this point, so he would rack up a lot more after that. Good Luck Charm on this date, 1962. On this date, 1973, this artist and group started a 4-week run at number 1 with this song. Name of the group is Dawn. It was Tony Orlando, the front man. 4 weeks with Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree. Became the biggest seller of 1973, over 6 million copies. The song was based on a true story of a prisoner who wrote to his wife asking her to tie a yellow ribbon around an old oak tree in the town square in White Oak, Georgia, if she still loved him. He could see the tree from his cell window.
Oh, okay.
So she went out and tied a ribbon around the tree, and that's where the song came from.
Okay.
Tie a yellow ribbon around the old tree. It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me? If I don't see a ribbon around.
And it was on this day, 2016, a sad day in music history, where one of the all-time great musicians, songwriters, on this date, 2016, died at the age of 57. Police were summoned to Prince's Paisley Park estate and found his body in a lift. The acclaimed and influential musician became a global superstar in the 1980s with albums like 1999, Purple Rain, and Sign of the Times. Recorded more than 30 albums. He could do it all. Prince, on this date, 2016, a decade ago, was found dead at the age of 57. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Top Hour News is coming your way next.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock. NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Vice President J.D. Vance hasn't departed yet for Pakistan for potential peace talks with Iran. More from Mark Mayfield.
His departure may be connected to Iran's foreign ministry saying there's been no decision made to come to the table for talks after the U.S. Navy seized an Iranian-flagged ship over the weekend. President Trump has threatened to knock out Iran's power plants and bridges if no deal is reached, as the ceasefire between the two countries is set to expire on Wednesday.
The Supreme Court will hear a case Wednesday about how immigrants are admitted to the United States. The case focuses on Muk Chow Lao, a Chinese man who became a lawful permanent resident of the U.S. in 2007. He left the country in 2012 while awaiting trial on trademark counterfeiting charges. When he returned before his court date, immigration officers admitted him back under parole, a designation that allows him in the country but not permanently. FBI Director Kash Patel is suing The Atlantic. Kelly O'Donnell with details.
Patel filed a defamation suit seeking a staggering $250 million against the Atlantic Monthly Group after its April 17th story, citing anonymous sources, reported that bouts of excessive drinking and erratic behavior have put his job on the line.
A statement from the FBI attributed to Patel was included in the article saying, quote, "Print it, all false, I'll see you in court. Bring your checkbook." Singer David has pleaded not guilty to all charges connected to the death of a teenage girl.
We believe the actual evidence will show David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez, nor was he the cause of her death.
The performer, whose real name is David Burke, was arrested Thursday after the remains of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez were found in the trunk of his Tesla 7 months ago. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Opening statements are scheduled today in Harvey Weinstein's third Manhattan sex crimes trial. In New York, Scott Pringle.
The former Star Hollywood producer faces accusations he raped actress Jessica Mann at a Manhattan hotel more than a decade ago. At last year's trial, a jury could not reach a verdict on the matter, but did decide that Weinstein was guilty of sexually assaulting another woman. The 74-year-old Weinstein was convicted of raping Mann in 2020, but the verdict was overturned. The trial is expected to last about 2 weeks.
A top name in artificial intelligence believes AI doesn't have to mean the end of Hollywood blockbusters. More from Rory O'Neill.
The CEO at OpenAI, Sam Altman, thinks Hollywood will actually double down on humans in movies. He tells Variety the growth of AI will make audiences more eager to see real people making films. Recently, Altman and Disney had a falling out, but Altman is hopeful the two companies will work together again soon. Altman spoke about the role of government in AI too, telling Variety, quote, "I think some regulation will be important." I'm Rory O'Neill.
A sleep expert is offering some tips on getting a good night's rest. Dr. Brian Chen is a sleep specialist and says most of American adults don't get the recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night.
If you're getting less than that, then it's probably not enough sleep. Can you survive? Yeah, you probably do fine. You'll scrape by, you'll be okay. But that's not the optimum amount of sleep for you to feel good and be efficient and productive the next day.
He says a lot of people still use their phones right before bed, and the light the phone gives off can disrupt melatonin production, which he says can make it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. Walt Disney World is raising ticket prices. The Florida theme park rolled out its pricing through October 2027, and the most expensive one-day ticket will cost $219 a person on President's Day weekend. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
the truth, and nothing but. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
There will be a deadline. That deadline could be as early as this Wednesday if these talks don't go well. But the strategy is working. You know, we've been bleeding the Iranians dry. There's no other way to put it. We are on the verge of a great military success. And when I hear the arguments in favor of just outright winning this thing militarily, it is safer for our own military, safer for the region, but more catastrophic to a lot of innocent people that will be impacted by it. And the president's first choice is not to do that for the sake of the people in Iran. And is he ever going to get credit for that? No, he will not.
Keeping you on the straight path. Later today, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
You know, paying $70, $80, $90 a month to big wireless companies, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile for unlimited data, that is insanity, especially when Pure Talk, a veteran-owned company, my wireless company, they will give you unlimited high-speed data for just $34.99 a month. That's unlimited high-speed data at Pure Talk. Used to start at $55 a month, but because Pure Talk, they're constantly pushing to give you more for less. Right now, unlimited high-speed data, $34.99 a month. Remember, they use the same cell towers as all these overpriced big carriers. You get the exact same service. Now, their U.S. customer service team is standing by to help you make the switch. It's simple, it's fast, it's easy. You dial pound 250 on your cell. You say the keyword save now and unlimited high-speed data for just $34.99. Pound 250, keyword save now. Make the switch to my wireless company, America's wireless company, Pure Talk.
In Kentucky, we know the unexpected can strike at any moment, whether it's a tornado, flood, or severe storm. Being prepared could save lives. That's why it's vital to have an emergency plan. Know where your local shelter is. Keep an emergency kit with essentials like water, food, and medicine, and make sure your family has a communication plan in place. Boyle County, we're stronger when we are prepared. For more information on how to get ready, visit Boyle County Health Department's Division of Emergency Preparedness online at boylehealth.com. Stay safe, stay ready. This message was brought to you by your friends at the Boyle County Health Department.
Need your property looking its best? Call Homescapes LLC, a trusted source for all your home, service, and property maintenance. We're licensed and fully insured, handling both residential and commercial properties with confidence. Lawn care and treatments, landscaping, excavation, construction, and tree trimming and removal. One call does it all. Call 859-613-9161. That's 859-613-9161. And let Homescapes LLC get the job done right.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Part of Forkland Road in Boyle County will be closed on Wednesday for road work. It'll happen from the beginning of Forkland Road to mile point 1 from 8:30 until 3:30 on Wednesday. That closure is necessary for cross-train replacement. Motorists are asked to seek alternate routes like Kentucky 243 and Kentucky 1108. Work is underway in Mercer County on the long-awaited project to expand internet access to unserved or underserved households in Mercer County. The Harrodsburg Herald reports that work began on Indian Creek Road and Central Pike. The deadline to complete this $26 million project is December 31st of this year. The project will deliver internet service to more than 3,300 unserved houses and businesses in Mercer County. Mercer County officials are still weighing the pros and cons of a proposed data center, and another special called Planning and Zoning Commission meeting will take place next week to discuss it. This special called meeting will be next Tuesday, a week from today, at CU Harrodsburg's Gymnasium, and there will be a time for public comment at that meeting. Again, it's set for Tuesday, April 28th at the CU Harrodsburg Gymnasium for a special called Planning and Zoning meeting on the proposed data center ordinance. The Harrodsburg City Commission is continuing to move toward making a decision on the former Lions Park building. The Harrodsburg Herald reports that at their last meeting, Harrodsburg commissioners approved the Harrodsburg Fire Department to fulfill the requirements for a grant with the Kentucky State Fire Commission. The intent of this grant would be to turn the Lions Park building into a training center for the Harrodsburg Fire Department. If they were to receive the grant, the hope would be for the building to host monthly classes as well as install equipment for live fire drills. That conversion, though, may take up to 5 years. Oregon's Attorney General and State Fire Marshal have filed a suit against a nonprofit founder saying he misused thousands of dollars meant for Kentucky and Oregon disasters. That nonprofit in question is Cascade Relief Team and its founder, Marcus Brooks, which the lawsuit claims diverted donations and used them for personal expenses. The lawsuit claims that more than $300,000 from an American Red Cross grant that was meant to help Western Kentucky tornado victims was not used for that intended purpose. This lawsuit seeking to ban Brooks from managing charitable foundations in the future, to dissolve the Cascade Relief Team, and to recover the lost money. I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's coming your way, brought to you by our friends over at Morning Point in Danville, state-of-the-art assisted living community, giving residents a better quality of life. Get information on Facebook and Morning Point of Danville. Point has an E on the end of that word, Morning Point of Danville. Great day today, sunny and 75 is a high, a low tonight of 55. Sunshine and 77 tomorrow. Thursday, sunshine and 80, and then Friday, sunny and 80 is your high. It's 9:11 in the morning. It is 50 degrees. Yeah, we're getting warmer. And Dusty is in studio for the Kentucky Music Preview. And good morning to Dusty. How are you, Dusty? Hello, Dusty.
Doing all right. Just talking about raised beds with James over here.
Yeah, you and James were chit-chatting.
I told him, there was an old, for lack of a better term, it's just like an old billboard or sign that Pro Sound, whenever we moved, because it's kind of next to the road, so we built a little sign. And had it up there for, I guess, years now, and it got all decrepit, and so we tore it all down, which means we had just a bunch of leftover wood since we tore it all down. And so I took that wood home, and I built a raised bed out of it. And so then it's a keyhole style is what it's called. So there's like a little spot where like you walk kind of in the middle of it, and you're able to sit down and just like reach everything that's around you. And so I finally got it built. I got all my dirt in it. You have to layer it kind of like lasagna. You have to do like a bulk layer, so it's like sticks and stones.
Well, we got that. We got sticks and like cardboard in the bottom of ours.
Exactly.
Just to kind of fill it up.
Yep. And then you
put the dirt.
And then you put, I did some grass clippings and leaf clippings and stuff, because there's like a spot where we have a basement, and it's like all the leaves kind of blow in the corner, and they just sit there and rot all year.
Okay.
And so I was like, I know what I could use those for.
Gotcha, leaves.
And so I took all those out, threw it in there, and then I went and got some topsoil compost mix, and I put it in there as well. Now I got all my plants in, not all of them, but the majority of them. I'm growing some broccoli this year. I'm going to try that out. I don't really.
Nice. I don't think I've ever grown broccoli.
I don't think I've ever grown broccoli either. My cucumbers, I think, got bit by the cold. So
they're done.
Well, I don't know. They just look funny, and I'm just like, man, I just put these in here. Like, come on.
It's a shame.
Yep. And then I got some. I like cherry tomatoes. I'm not a big I like tomatoes. That's fine, but I'm just not I don't grow like the giant ones. Like what do they call beefsteaks?
Yeah. Well, cherry tomatoes are much easier to grow, but I would rather have the beefsteak because I don't want to pop a cherry tomato in my mouth like it's candy.
Why not?
Because it doesn't taste all that
great.
great.
Oh, no. Well, you're getting the wrong kind, man.
No. It's just, I don't eat tomatoes plain like that.
No, I just.
But a beefsteak on a burger or a sandwich, now you're talking.
Well, yeah, like a BLT with a nice thick tomato on it.
I'm good with that, but I'm not like, oh man, I can't wait to get home and pop a cherry tomato in my mouth. That's going to be so good.
Yeah, they're good. No. So I got sweet cherry tomatoes on one side of my trellis, and the other side I got ones that are called chocolate sprinkles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, you add chocolate to anything, it makes it good.
Well, yeah, but I think they're just little dark dots on it or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. But no.
We should have a tomato taste test.
Yeah. We'll just bring
Forget Oreo. We're like how Sesame Street tried to change Cookie Monster to where you can't eat cookies anymore. We've turned a new leaf this year, too. We're switching from this fabricated corn syrup sugar, and we're doing tomato test Tuesdays. Tomato taste test Tuesday.
Yeah. The T.
Sounds awful.
Right. Get you a little salt in it. It'll be fine. You just eat it like a big apple, and it's all juicy. It'll be fine.
So, well, I'm glad your garden's going well. I mentioned last segment that I looked outside yesterday. My dog was standing in my garden.
Well, hopefully it's
just hanging out.
Give it some fertilizer, maybe?
I don't know if that's good. I don't think you want your dog pooping in your garden.
I mean, it's a fertilizer.
Like just dropping a load on top of our onions.
So part of the keyhole garden is that in the kind of in the middle, there's a little. You're supposed to make a little spot that you compost in.
Okay.
And so Lucas came home from. He's part of the green team. And he was all about.
What does that mean?
I think they do like recycling initiatives.
Like at the school?
Yeah, at the school.
Okay.
Yeah. They like collect stuff.
Because I know back in the day, I don't know if it was an all Boyle County schools thing, but I know Woodlawn, they had like team colors. So you were like on the blue team or red team or green team.
Yep.
So I thought maybe when you got to a certain grade in Woodlawn, they started doing the color thing again. But you're saying green team is just.
They still do. I think they do that in middle school still.
Okay. But this is not like based on a class. This is just he likes to recycle.
Yes.
Right.
And like compost. And so he came home and was like, hey, we need to start composting. And I was like, well, guess what I'm doing? And then now it's just a bunch of Google, like, can we compost this? And the answer is generally yes, you can. But some of it's like, if you don't want to attract certain things, like don't throw it out there in the garden. Or, And so yesterday I made a sheet pan pancake.
Okay.
Sheet pan pancake?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a great band name, too, Sheet Pan Pancake. But it's just like a pancake batter in a big, like, sheet pan.
Yeah.
And you just bake it all, but you put, like, different toppings and stuff in it.
So was that for breakfast?
No, that was for dinner last night.
So when I think pancake, I think sweet. But are you putting, like, savory things on it, too?
I did walnuts. I did strawberries. Reese's
dessert?
Pieces. Yeah, well.
Or did you eat this for dinner?
We ate this for dinner.
We eat it for breakfast. Why would we eat it for dinner?
Well, yeah, and I mean, we ate some other things too. I fixed some like eggs and
okay, you had like breakfast for dinner.
Breakfast.
I
for
got
dinner,
you. Okay.
But some of that's like, so I had an orange peel because I just ate the orange. I didn't put them in my pancakes. And then I had some moldy strawberries that were left over, so I cut up the good strawberries, put them in the pancakes, and took the moldy ones, and then the eggshells.
Oh yeah, eggshells are like perfect composting
right,
stuff.
and then I stuck them all in like this
coffee grounds
blender, and was like, and then I just went out there and dumped it all in. It looked really gross.
Yeah. So your garden though is going to be thriving.
Hopefully, I think this is going to be eaten up by a lot of stuff. That's. So far, right?
Well, Dusty, what do we got going on in the world of music this week?
Let's see. If you're looking to watch a musical, I am running the Jungle Book at Cassidy Elementary there in Lexington.
I'm going to say that sounds familiar. Where is that? Lexington.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're running the sound for it.
Yeah, I'm running the sound for it. They have 24 microphones total plus tracks.
Wow. Is that necessary for an elementary school musical?
Well, I mean, a lot of people still don't have mics. They pass around to handhelds.
Okay,
so
well,
there's like 18.
So 1984.
Or like 19. I think there's 19 individual wirelesses, and then there's a handheld that gets passed around. So maybe I'm only up to 20. Yeah. But it's a lot of fun. Jungle Book's always a good show. It's a little different from the movie, just because I don't know why, but it is.
Well, which came first? I know the book came first, but right, it's a book.
I didn't know it was a book.
Oh no, Jungle Book isn't that about Rudyard Kipling?
I don't know, man.
If I just pulled this out, I'm gonna feel real
impressive.
smart.
Yeah.
Let me look this up. Jungle Book.
That
book.
librarian that calls in is just clapping.
The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling.
Look at there.
Give it up.
Got it.
For the Danville High School librarian. When I was there, it was Mrs. DeShear. She was the Danville High School librarian. Rudyard Kipling. If you had a Rudyard Kipling mention on your Joe Show bingo card, you better cross that one out quickly.
If Joe gets an author right.
So the Jungle Book is actually a collection of stories written in 1894.
Wow. I didn't know it was that old.
Most of the characters are animals like Shere Khan the tiger and Baloo the bear, though a principal character is a man cub named Mowgli. Raised in the jungle by wolves, 1894. But now you didn't have anything to do back in 1894 except read.
That's true.
Like that was what you did for entertainment.
Read and try not to die from diseases.
Yeah, and you maybe would see who could throw a rock the farthest or something.
What is it? Do they have the the hoop and stick or whatever that you saw a bunch of people play with?
Oh yes, yeah. The hoop and the stick, throwing rocks, reading the Jungle Book. Those are what you did for fun in 1894. You sat on the porch, too, and you rocked.
A lot of good porch sitting.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, what else, Dusty?
Well, let's see. If you're looking for other bands that you want to go see, you got plenty of options, including tonight at the Manchester Music Hall, Seven Dust. If you want to go check them out, I have no idea. They're just on this Seven Dust.
Sounds like the name of a Christian band.
I could maybe, yeah.
All right, let me look them up. They're going where now?
They're going to be at Manchester Music Hall tonight if you want to go see them.
Is that one word?
Manchester Music Hall?
No, Seven Dust.
Oh,
okay,
Seven
here it
Dust,
is.
yeah.
Seven Dust is a rock band formed in Atlanta.
Okay.
No, they're not good. I don't think they're a Christian band.
Well, at Manchester Music Hall, I was going to doubt it.
I mean, I'm not going to base anything based on their looks, but this guy looks like he would eat my arm.
Yeah.
He's got red hair, and I don't know what's going on, but he's got like a half a mask across his nose.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like he would just like eat my arm for the fun of it. But they're going to be at Manchester Music Hall.
They're going to be at Manchester Music Hall tonight if you're interested in Seven Dust.
They say the genre is groove metal. That's what they call it.
Groove metal?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. How would you say this band name? P-U-S-C-I-F-E-R.
P-U what?
S-C-I-F-E-R.
I don't know. There's a bunch of letters in there that...
Yeah.
P-U-S-C-F?
No, P-U-S-C-I-F-E-R.
I-F-E-R?
Yeah. Fire?
Puskfire?
Puskfire. Well, they're going to be at the Louisville Palace along with Dave Hill. If you want to go check them out. Also at Manchester Music Hall's American Adrenaline.
Okay.
And A-T-R-E-Y-U. Atura? A-T-R-E-Y-U.
A-T-R-E-Y-U?
Yeah.
These aren't even words.
Yeah, they're not.
People are just like alphabet soup in their band names now.
Yeah, totally.
A-T-R-E-Y-U?
Yep.
Atreyu.
Atreyu?
Yeah.
Yeah, Atreyu. Well, they're all going to be at Manchester Music Hall. So that's Seven Dust, American Adrenaline, and Atreyu at Manchester Music Hall. That is tonight. So if you've heard of any of those people... by
Seven
all
Dust
means-
is... They kind of got a following. The members released their self-titled album in 1997. Sold only 310 copies in its first week, but ultimately achieved gold certification.
Okay.
Since their formation, they have 3 consecutive RIAA gold certified albums, a Grammy nomination. They've sold millions of records worldwide. They've released 14 studio albums.
Okay.
So we may not have heard of Seven Dust.
But people have.
But other people have.
Yeah, someone's screaming at their radio right now. I love Seven Dust!
If you know the band Snake Nation, Rumblefish, or Crawl Space, which is what Dusty's in a lot. when he's setting up
absolutely.
sound equipment.
Yeah.
That's the same group as Seven Dust.
Okay.
They had other names. So, okay, go ahead, Dusty.
Oh, huh. Well, we've learned something today.
Rumblefish.
Rumblefish. That's a good name. I like that one. I just thought that was like, Crawl Space, you have Crawl Dad. So maybe I was just thinking that they were like taking animals in like an action and just ramming
Just ramming 2 words into one, yeah.
Snake Nation.
Rumblefish.
Yeah. Roach Dystopia. You can have Zach Keen is going to be at the Monarch and Music Arts Community Center tonight in Louisville. The Happy Fits in BEL will be at Mercury Ballroom tonight in Louisville. Wesley Saylor, no relation, will be playing tonight at the Poppies. P-A-P-I apostrophe S.
Mm-hmm. Pappies or something?
Yeah, I think it's Poppies. I think it's that Mexican place.
Well, the owner of that place is like in jail.
Oh, really?
For like bad stuff. I mean, I reported that in the news. Yeah, I didn't know that restaurant was still open.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's the former owner.
Okay.
So he's not the owner of it anymore because, like, he's in jail now.
Yeah, well, I guess you could still own the restaurant in jail.
I don't think he's the owner anymore. I didn't know. I thought it was closed. Okay.
Well, there's 2 locations, but this one's going to be at the Palomar because the other one's like an old Rally's off of Harrodsburg Road.
Are they connected?
No.
I bet it's the old Rally's. That's the one. There are 2 Pappy's Mexican restaurants in Lexington.
Yeah.
And they're not connected whatsoever.
No, I think they're owned by the same people.
So they are connected then.
Yeah, but I thought you meant like connected. Like they
No,
just,
why would they put them side by side?
I don't know.
That
That's
wouldn't
what I
make any
was
sense.
wondering, Joe.
Okay.
It's like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, on to the next thing.
Wesley Saylor is going to be there, and that is tonight as well. Tomorrow, which is Lucas's birthday, you can catch Deep Blue Something at the Waterfront Park.
Oh, that's a popular band.
Yeah, Deep Blue Something. Mm-hmm.
What was their song? They were famous in like the 90s, weren't they?
I think like late 90s.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? She said, I think yeah, Deep Blue Something. That is the only song that I know of theirs.
Yeah, I was trying to think of another one.
That's
all I got.
That's the only one they did.
But they're going to be part of Waterfront Wednesdays, which is down there at the Waterfront Park there in Louisville. That's always a good, especially if the weather cooperates. That's a good outdoor show that Louisville puts on. Benji Howard will be at Losers 812 in Jeffersonville. Cody Parks in the Dirty South will be at Manchester Music Hall tomorrow. Melissa Etheridge, is that how you say her name?
Yes.
Etheridge.
She's coming to Norton Center.
Norton Center.
That's like Thursday, right?
No, that's tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday, the 22nd, Earth Day, and Lucas's birthday.
Nice.
So that's how I kind of remember. And then Bedford will be at Two Fisted Willie's there in Lexington. I figured out where that place is. It used to be the very old Cosmic Charlie's, the original Cosmic Charlie's.
Okay.
It's Two Fisted Willie's. That's where that place is. Dance with the Dead and Magic Sword and Megan McDuffie are going to be all playing at the Mercury Ballroom. Squeaky Feet will be playing at Portal. There in Louisville. Al's Bar is going to be feature Taylor Lansdale. Steel Panther will be at Manchester Music Hall tomorrow. The Broken View will be in Losers. 812. Devil's Cut will also be there. Sophie, how would you say this? Corinne.
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 Yeah.
Sophie Corinne. Will be at Maybe It's Fate in Louisville.
Okay.
And then the people we are previewing are the 23rd, so that's this Thursday, I believe. And his name is Ted Vigil.
Yeah.
He looks kind of like a psychotic
John Denver.
Well, he does a John Denver tribute.
Yeah, but he looks like John Denver on this album cover.
Yes. Yeah, but he looks like a psychotic Chevy Chase. That's what I was going for.
Okay.
Right? Do you see it? I
mean, look, he looks just like John Denver.
That's wild. Do you think he did that on purpose?
Yeah, because he's singing a John Denver song, so he wants to look like, and Rocky Mountain, all of these are John Denver.
Yeah. So I think he's doing a John Denver tribute.
Okay.
For his, that's a show.
That's the show he's doing? Okay,
yeah.
That's cool.
Just a John Denver tribute show.
I would not think that there'd be John Denver tribute artist. I mean, John Denver's popular, but that's one. But I didn't know that there was such a thing.
Yeah, but do you just make yourself look like him too, or did he look like him and he kind of sounds like him, so he was like, well, I'm just going to do this.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like someone came up to him and said, you kind of look like John Denver. He's probably like, I don't know who that is, but let me check it out. And then
like,
because he looked like him,
then I can sound like
him.
So now let me just do a tribute show.
I don't even know if you really have to sound like him, just as long as you look like him.
That's true, because John Denver, you can he's just known for not really his voice, but really the songwriting skills, right?
Yeah.
But he's going to be playing at the Laurel County Library there in London, Kentucky.
Oh, cool.
And the reason, which is nice, is because we set up that sound system and the lights.
Nice.
So they have a good stage there. It's an indoor event, a lot of fun. And so it's nice to see that the public libraries put on events like this, and especially if they have the space. And so hint Boyle. But I don't know if Boyle, we don't have
you would have to do it outside in the parking lot of Boyle County.
Well, they do a movie night.
Oh, they always Boyle County's always doing stuff.
Yeah,
the library
so it's good stuff. But that's who we're going to be playing. They're going to be playing this Ted Vigil guy is going to be playing Thursday the 23rd down there in London, Kentucky at the Laurel County Library. Since we work on it quite a bit, we always call it the Yanny County Library because, there was that, it was that viral thing. That was do you hear Laurel or Yanny?
Yes. I remember that.
Yeah, and so now that's why we
say
call
the
it.
opposite.
Yeah, we say the opposite.
Depending on how you say it, you may hear Yanny County Library.
Right.
All right, so this is Ted Vigil. Before we hop into this, we always got to correct our mistakes. Not that these are mistakes. This is just we didn't know. There are two Pappies. One is a to-go location.
Okay.
One's Pappy's to go. The other is I guess just like more like a typical standard restaurant.
Yeah. The to-go location's like that Rally's.
Okay, that's that makes sense because it's got the drive-through window.
Yeah, and I think that was the original, and then they ended up buying like an actual like a place to sit down.
That's good. So they got a little empire going on there.
Yeah,
it's like Mi Pueblo here.
Yeah, slowly moving in.
They're in Junction City now. They're putting one in Lancaster.
Is there number 3?
Yeah, that's Mi Pueblo 3 is in Junction City. You didn't know they had one in Junction City?
I didn't know. Where was that one?
I don't know.
I do not know if this is true, but if I had to guess where Mia Pueblo number 3 would be, it would be at the old Giovanni's. It's like it used to be Giovanni's way back in the day.
Okay, I didn't know there was ever a Giovanni's in Junction City.
It was like a Giovanni's, and then it became like a mom and pop restaurant for a long time. There was an Italian and Mexican place for like barely a year, I want to say, which was great because my wife likes Italian, I like Mexican food, so she could get her like chicken parmesan, and I would get like nachos and cheese dip, and we would be at the same restaurant, and it was glorious.
So there's one in Junction City.
Okay.
And now they're putting one in Lancaster.
Oh, okay.
On the square, I think.
Where
big time. Where Southern Roots Boutique was, I think, is where.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
like around that.
Yeah, around
somewhere.
that. Okay.
So you'll be able to now eat Mi Pueblo in Lancaster, which is, I mean, it's like, if I were to ask you what's the most popular restaurant in Danville, what would you say?
Oh, a Mexican restaurant.
Which one?
Oh, I would say Mi Pueblo's up there.
Yeah, I would probably say Mi Pueblo number 2 is the most popular one.
Number 2?
That's the one in the bypass.
Oh, yeah.
Across from Cattleman's.
I always eat at number 1, though. It's
number 1's closer to our house.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mi Pueblo's got to be the most popular one.
I would say so, yeah.
What else would you rank?
Probably Chick-fil-A.
Top 3 most popular restaurants. Okay, Mi Pueblo Chick-fil-A is a good one.
Because it's always just busy.
But let's say not fast food.
Not fast food? So Mi Pueblo is definitely up there.
Would you say Giovanni's?
Giovanni's they always have people. Yeah. And I mean, I never every once in a while my kids will be like, hey, we want Giovanni's. And so, but I never it's never won that.
Cattleman's has got to be.
Yeah, but is that a chain? Would you?
I just said not fast food.
Not fast food? Then yeah, I would say Cattleman's.
All right, Mi Pueblo and Cattleman's.
Yeah, for sure.
And then maybe, Giovanni's, but maybe like Drake's and Cheddar's or something is a tie.
Yeah. Drake's is always popular too. I can see there's always people down there, and that's good. Lucas picked Cheddar's. That's where he wants to eat at.
That's where y'all eating for his birthday?
Yeah, that's where he's eating for his
Buffalo
birthday.
chicken wrappers.
Oh, it's good.
They're awesome.
And you can always eat like 2 of them and take 2 of them home because they're good.
Oh, they're big, yeah. Me and Rebecca would go and like just split one buffalo chicken wrapper, like just order it, and she would eat 2 and I'd eat 2 maybe.
Yeah.
And their broccoli cheese casserole is awesome.
It's really good, yeah.
I'm not ever going to a restaurant to order anything with broccoli in it on purpose. But Cheddar's different.
Cheddar's gets you there.
All right, here we go. Ted Vigil. Thank God I'm a country boy. He looks like John Denver. We'll find out now if he sounds like John Denver. Here he is.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back. Ain't much an old country boy like me can't hack. It's early to rise, early in the sick. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, the simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and working on the farm. My days are all filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. When the work's all done and the sun's setting low, I pull out the fiddle and I rosin up my bow. Kids are all
he's good.
Yeah,
he does have John. It sounds like him. I mean, it's different hearing an artist studio version versus live.
Right, true. Very true.
So you could probably play this and not tell me that it's not John Denver or that it is or whatever. And I would think that this is probably just a live version of him paying this song.
Oh, true.
Of actually John Denver.
Yeah. Which I always find that fascinating. Like if you're and granted, I run sound for a cover band. In fact, we're going to be at O'Neill's on the 25th. And so Saturday, yeah, at O'Neill's there in Lexington. Vinyl Richie will be playing, and we always like to. That's always a nice. It's almost like their home base. I want to say, we go there every.
It's like their home field.
Yeah. Because I have to kind of break into their light system, but I think I have to explain that to you. But anyway, so I'm always about good covers, but I like covers that people make their own, right? And so it's not word for word. So I'm always fascinated when you have a person who is an impressionist, right? Like they impersonate that person and then they live it, and then you're just oh, it's just kind of just throws me off. It's kind of odd, right?
What do you think is the best cover? of
of all
time. Like if you were to ask me that, and I don't have this wide array of knowledge on covers, but Johnny Cash's cover of "Hurt" that 9 Inch Nails did is totally different, but is great.
Yeah,
put his own spin on it.
Was it "Always Love You"? Right? Because wasn't that originally?
Oh, that was Dolly's song,
right,
and then Tina Turner did it.
Yeah,
she did a great job.
She did a fabulous job.
They both did. They both did awesome.
I mean, yeah. But if you're talking about like just a solid cover, like that's like, I think that one's way up there on it.
Chris Stapleton's version of Tennessee Whiskey is really good, which George Jones originally
that's true,
did.
And it's different. Yeah.
So it's got to be different, and maybe like both songs have kind of got to be good too, right? So like,
because there's plenty of covers. Like, was it Bob Dylan? I think is the original one that does like Maggie's Farm.
Mm-hmm.
But like Rage Against the Machine covered it, and it sounds different. And then I think Red Hot Chili Peppers covered it, and it sounds different.
I'm surprised you didn't go Darius Rucker Wagon Wheel.
No, that's the worst. That's bottom tier.
When you think of the worst covers of all time,
that one.
That's the one you're going with.
Well, the reason I hate it so much, and I know hate's a strong word, but I think it's there with that cover, is that people think he wrote it, and people think that it's like the greatest song ever.
Yeah.
And whenever I'm at weddings and people say, "Hey, can you play Wagon Wheel?" I just go, "By who?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah, Darius Rucker. He's the one who did it." And I'm like, "No, I don't have that one. I'm sorry.
I don't have that version.
I don't have that version." And then they're like, "Oh," and then they just kind of wander away.
You say, "I've got the original," if you want to hear the original.
Well, sometimes I even throw them a curveball, and because Old Crow Medicine Show did like a live version where it's like it's a totally different like beat, and so I throw that in, and then they just don't know what to do. They're like, "Wait, is this Wagon Wheel?" They're just like looking
Sounds
at
like it, but why does it sound so different?
Why does it sound so different? Now, I like Hootie and the Blowfish, and I don't mind Darius Rucker.
Oh, yeah, Hootie's awesome.
But it's just like...
And that was so overplayed, though,
yes,
too.
That's the thing.
I mean, it was played constantly on 98.1 The Bull and 92.9 The Bear, or whatever they're called. And like always, on the hour, every hour, here's Wagon Wheel, to where it gets played too much.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but no, if you say Wagon... And I think the other thing that I don't like about it is Wagon Wheel is the new Freebird at concerts, right? Like if you're at a rock concert, you'll still hear Freebird.
Yeah.
But if you're at anything that has a hint of country in it...
They'll yell Wagon Wheel.
Yeah, play Wagon Wheel! Yeah. And you're just like, dude, is a real original, man. Like, I bet your date's real proud of you now. Yeah. Like, good job.
Dusty with the Kentucky Music Preview.
Yes, sir.
Dusty, appreciate you being on here this morning. It is a Tuesday, which means it's a Tuesday with Stiff, and we'll have them coming up next.
Yeah, good.
Right here in the Joe Show, WHIR Danville News Talk Sports.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications that top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
The U.S. Treasury just released its official financial report for 2025. Buried in it is a startling admission. By its own numbers, it appears the U.S. government is insolvent. When governments go this deep in debt, they print money, raise taxes, or cut benefits, none of which can help protect you. That's why people move part of their savings into physical gold and silver. Call Monetary Gold at 877-NOW-GOLD for their complimentary gold and silver guide. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. Do it before the next headline, not after. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? It's the friendly, expert care you'll experience every time you bank with us. Hi, I'm Lindsay Kolb, the Retail Market Manager at Whitaker Bank in Danville, Kentucky. Whether you're opening an account, planning for the future, or looking for a friendly face, we're here to make banking easy. Stop by or call us at 859-236-9822 to see how we put you first. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC.
I'm Boyle County Judge Executive Trilly Bottom. The Boyle County EMS Crisis Response Unit is here to help, whether you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or just need to talk to someone. Our team is trained, compassionate, and ready to respond. Call the Boyle County EMS Crisis Response Unit today, 238-1134, because your mental health matters.
Boyle County EMS, every second counts, every life matters.
Some professional advice from Daniel Mudge, owner of Super Clean Carpets. A clean home is a healthy home. A carpet is a filter. It catches all the dirt. My 200-degree solution kills dust mites, removes bacteria, eliminates pet odors, and aids in relief from allergies and asthma symptoms, guaranteed. Plus, I clean upholstery, hardwood, tile, and grout. Super Clean Carpets has been a trusted name in Central Kentucky for over 50 years. For your free estimate, contact me, Daniel Mudge, at supercleanky.com. supercleanky.com. I'm pleased to be called on the carpet.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pam Pfister Clark with Wedding Planning with Pam, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
Hello, this is James David Sperlin. The Sperlin family is proud to be the owner of Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home in Danville. Our pledge to you is to offer the same compassionate, caring service that Preston Pruitt established in 1880.
The Sperlin family has many years' experience taking care of families like yours with the finest and most affordable services available. They're located on South 4th Street in Danville. Call 859-236-4343, 236-4343.
Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home. Our family serving your family.
Is your car in need of a shine? Keep it sparkling all month long with Safari Falls Car Wash. Visit our new location in Danville off the 127 bypass on Skywatch Drive from 7:30 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and on Sundays from 9 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. Packages start at just $22 per month. That's less than $1 a day. For $22 a month, you will enjoy unlimited washes and keep your car looking brand new all month long.
Whether you have one car or a whole fleet, we've got a plan for you.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
It's brought to you by Southern Heating and Cooling, keeping your home cozy as your comfort is their priority. Veteran-owned, family-operated, locally trusted, southernheatingcooling.com. Or call 859-324-2770. Sunshine, a high of 75. A low tonight, 55. Tomorrow, sunshine, 77. Thursday, sunshine and 80. Friday, mostly sunny and a high of 80. It's 9:42 in the morning, 51 degrees. And I saw Ann Yeager pull in. And so hopefully she'll be in here in just a second here. We'll be talking with Ann Yeager. Hey, a new study found there may be a new way to curb your craving for junk food. All you have to do is watch a video about junk food. Yeah, the study found that people who are trying to abstain from unhealthy foods end up watching more about them online. And then surprisingly, they eat less of it afterward. Researchers call this cross-model satiation. It's a hard word to pronounce. And it's even tougher to pronounce it with a mouthful of cheeseburger. Basically, your brain gets enough satisfaction from seeing the food that you don't actually have to eat it. There is a catch, though. This only worked while watching junk food videos, not healthy alternatives. Apparently, watching videos about healthier foods does nothing to curb your craving for the unhealthy stuff. So tonight, I'll be watching videos about double-stuffed Oreos. Watching videos about junk food might help you eat less junk food. It's 9:43 in the morning. It is a Tuesday with Stiff. And to make this segment official, here's Jim Parman.
The following is a paid program.
Told you.
Good morning. Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay. We welcome Ann Yeager onto the show. What's going on with you?
Oh, you can't see me. I'm short.
Got you now.
So many things. So today we have a lunch and learn. We have a few spots left for Thursday if you want to come to one of our educational seminars. So we talk about pre-planning, insurance, cremation, celebrations of life, terramation, Aquamation. Or
Okay, what is aquamation?
Alkaline
is that
hydrolysis.
something with water?
Yes, it's cremation by water.
Like with a
Natural reduction of the body with water.
How does that work? How long does that take? What is the process of that?
I just opened up a whole can of worms, didn't I?
Yeah? You did.
So
you do it in like layman's terms, if you need, because I'm an idiot.
So it's technically not legal here in Kentucky yet.
Oh, okay.
So I have partnered with a funeral home in Illinois to do it. If somebody were to want to have alkaline hydrolysis or cremation with water, it's a big chamber, and basically it uses high pressure water.
Okay.
To reduce the body to bones.
What do you do with the bones?
Ashes are bones. So that's what's returned to you in a traditional fire cremation.
Yeah, it's the bones.
Is the bones.
Okay.
Right.
So do they give you the actual bones of the person after water cremation?
It would be a...
Would you hand you like a femur? Here you go?
No, it'd be like a pulverized version of that.
Okay.
So...
Let me look this up. Who was the first guy to discover that?
Who decided that they wanted to do it
Let's
with
try
water
this out,
versus fire? I don't know who invented. It's called alkaline hydrolysis.
Yeah, here it is. Alkaline hydrolysis
is the correct term for it. But some people call it water cremation.
They have a research institute at Kansas State University.
Yep.
So that's where I guess they do a lot of the study on this.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. The process was patented by Amos Hobson in 1888 as a method to process animal carcasses into plant food. In 2005, BioResponse Solutions designed, sold, and installed the first single cadaver alkaline hydrolysis system at the Mayo Clinic, where it was still in use as of 2019. So in terms of having it done to humans, it's relatively new?
Yes. I mean, when you look at the big scheme of things, because embalming and cremation have been around for hundreds and hundreds of burial.
And this has been around for 20
cremation,
years.
Right.
Wow.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. What
Okay,
year did you say he started?
Well, he came up with it and patented it in 1888.
Yes, but that was for animals.
That was for animals. In 2005,
yes,
it was designed, sold, and installed as the first single cadaver alkaline hydrolysis. So you're going to be talking about that at Lunch and Learn?
I can. I answered questions about it this weekend at the. So that's what it is. So this weekend we were at the Earth Day Festival. I answered a couple of questions about alkaline hydrolysis there, but nobody knows it's that name. They're like, "What about water cremation?" I'm like,
right. Yeah.
Yes, I can tell you all about it. I have learned. However, we don't have one here in Kentucky.
So it's not legal in the state.
Well, we don't have any laws for or against it. So
if there's no laws against it, then it's legal.
Right. It's legal, but it's not illegal. It's not legal. It's not recognized as a form of disposition.
Do you think if you did it, which I mean you wouldn't be able to because you don't have it here.
Right.
You don't have the.
I'd have to take someone to Illinois to do it.
But do you think if you had the equipment here and you did it, you'd get in trouble? I mean, there's no laws.
Well, no,
against
it'd have to be set up with our state board first.
Okay.
And the Attorney General.
Coleman.
The Attorney General oversees the disposition portion of it. So the Attorney General oversees like crematory operators.
Okay.
However, they are not governed by the State Board of Funeral Directors and Embalmers. It's kind of a strange division there. But
water cremation, what other topics have you been asked about? I mean, you said you were asked about that at Earth Day, right?
Well, and we talked about it. So we talked about at one of our educational seminars, we talked about burials at sea.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, we talked about that for a long time.
Legal?
Yes, but it has to be, you and I talked about this because it's out past the line. And there are rules about how you do it, and you have to have a boat big enough to get you out there. So,
okay.
Yes, and so there are funeral homes and companies over on the coast that will do burials at sea.
Have you ever done that? Where like someone here wanted that?
I've sent someone, yes.
Okay. So you check. So you've done water cremation, you've done...
I have not done a Viking funeral because I'm pretty sure I can only do one.
Yeah, you'd lose your license after that?
I'm pretty sure somebody
That's
would
where
have
you set it on fire out at the...
on a pond, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, there are all these questions and all of these, and that's what I've realized is that everybody has some sort of question. I just never know what it is, and I never know who's going to need what answers. So, that's what this is for. That's what the Lunch and Learns are for, is for you to ask questions. Doesn't matter if it's about insurance or if it's about cremation or celebrations of life or veterans benefits or any of these things. Pick my brain. I generally know the answers, and if I don't, I will find them for you.
Yeah. So that's what, again, Lunch and Learns are designed for. Come in loaded with questions. And Dan Yeager would love to ask them for you. Now, today's is... you can't RSVP for today's, right? That's already, you passed the deadline. But Thursdays, you still got to check.
But Thursday, we still have a couple of seats for Thursday. And tomorrow is the deadline to tomorrow at noon. If you want to, we are giving away 12 family portraits. So if you have not gotten registered, we are going to draw those names tomorrow. So you have up until noon tomorrow to register for that.
How many registrations do you have?
Oh, I don't know, a lot.
A ton?
Yeah, I haven't counted.
How many total you giving away?
We're giving away 12 family portraits, yes.
And again, 10-minute increments, if I remember what Ann Yeager said from last week. So you come in 10 minutes, Katie Davis, Cat's Eye, going to get a great picture of you and your family or however many people you want there. Maybe a husband and wife, maybe mom, dad, and the kids. Maybe you got 12 people, grandparents. Yeah. Invite whoever you want in the photos, and you get one of them for free.
Yes, we're going to give you an 8x10, and then we'll send you a link to any others that she takes so that if you want those, you're welcome to those too.
Yeah, so again, Lunch and Learn today. Those RSVPs have passed, but for Thursday, you can still RSVP. How can you do that?
You can call 236-2113 and ask for Jared, or you can go on our Facebook page. There is a link there where you can RSVP, but you can just give us a call, 236-2113.
And same way, if you want to, you can register for the portraits.
That's on
our
website, or you can also call the funeral home 236-2113
and ask for Jared.
Ask for Jared.
Jared's doing it all.
Jared's busy this week.
Keeping
He's
Jared
very busy. Yes.
All right, it's 9:50 in the morning. We'll step aside, come back, and I got some Ask AY questions. First one is, what am I allowed to put inside a casket? Obviously, along with a person. What else can go in there? We'll have that question coming up next.
Ready for a fast, safe, and easy way to send your share of the rent money? Put your feet up, because with Zelle, you can send your monthly amount from the comfort of your couch. Zelle is conveniently found in your Farmers National Bank online or mobile banking account, and it's available now. Ask a Farmers National Bank representative for more information. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. Farmers National Bank. Member FDIC.
Celebrating their first year in business, Zaytoon's Mediterranean Restaurant located Houstonville Road. Come in and enjoy great authentic chicken and beef shawarma, wraps or platters, hot off the grill lamb chops, kebabs. All meals come with their in-house garlic sauce. Zaytoon's offers catering to any home or office for that special event. Call 859-209-2160. Zaytoon's Mediterranean Restaurant located Houstonville Road next to Thoroughbred Auto Wash, open 7 days a week. Zaytoon's Mediterranean Restaurant.
My name is Chase Harrington, and I'm from Nicholsville, Kentucky. I've been singing for about 7 years. When I got into performance, I came to Studio G. I've been learning how to look good on stage, how to bring out my voice more in the songs that I sing, how to get confidence. I hear an immense difference in my voice compared to when I started coming here.
Studio G is the performing arts place. To learn more, call 859-734-4394. Studio G. The G stands for growth.
Hey, it's Scott Jennings, and I am proud to be on the radio in Danville, Kentucky. My daily show brings common sense to the Commonwealth. Whatever the news of the day, I'm going to sort it out and break it down with my straightforward analysis and commentary. We've got guests giving you the biggest insights into the day's news. So join us every weekday afternoon from 2 to 3 on WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9, or listen, hometownlive.net. It's the Scott Jennings Show on WHIR.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
$9:53 in the morning, Tuesday with Steph. Ann Yeager joins us here on the Joe Show. And question we had as we hit that commercial break: what can I put inside a casket for a person who has died? This person says, hello, I was helping write out my family's living will, and I have seen my dad wants to, so apparently his dad has not died yet, but on the will, my dad wants to get buried with cannabis flowers and a can of Coca-Cola and some records, like the kind you put in a record player. Is this allowed? Do I need to find a special funeral home that would allow this? Are they going to charge extra for this? Flowers, quote unquote, are illegal in my state. These type of flowers. But my old man believes in that stuff where if you die, the stuff in your grave is something you take into you within the afterlife. That's what this guy believes.
Okay.
I apologize if this is an inappropriate question.
Nah.
Thank you. It's not an inappropriate question. And Yeager, what's your take on what can you put inside a casket?
So technically, I should tell you that it goes according to cemetery rules. And cemetery rules, every cemetery gets to make up their own rules. In Kentucky, there are no state laws about cemeteries other than how to start them. So technically, if the cemetery allows, most cemeteries do not allow for animals to be buried in graves. But honestly, no one opens my caskets. And in fact, some cemeteries, we are not allowed to open the casket once we get onto the cemetery property. Camp Nelson National Cemetery, we're not allowed to open the casket. Danville Memorial Gardens, we're not allowed to open the casket for a final viewing.
Okay.
So no one knows what's in there but you and I. And
we'll keep it that way.
In my opinion, it's your casket. You've bought and purchased it. It's your loved one. It should be whatever they want, in my opinion. So have at it. Whatever you like, whatever they need, whatever they want should be in that casket with them.
Yeah.
Like I tease my husband all the time that he'll die first and he's going to be cremated, so half of his ashes will be in my pocket. He does not think I'm funny. I think it's hilarious.
You can pull funeral jokes all the time, and he's not
thrilled. No, he does not think it's funny that I joke about his ashes.
Yeah.
He just shakes his head at me now. But he knows, like, he doesn't have to make a prearrangement. My wife's a funeral director.
She's got it covered.
Yeah. I mean, I have asked him a few things, like favorite hymns, favorite Bible verses, that kind of thing that I think are important.
Right.
And that would be specific to him, so.
Yeah. Here's another one. I'm interested to see what you say about this.
Okay.
My mom's last name on the vault lid was spelled wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The funeral home had all of the right info. They obviously got her name right on all the handouts. We got to the cemetery and have the graveside service and walk over to the lid and see that. They made it apparent that it was not going to be fixed as she was going into the ground. They placed blame on the vault company. One of the funeral directors there said it wasn't that bad. So now my mom's last name will forever be spelled wrong. What should I do? The vault costs $3,000. It wasn't even right. It's frustrating.
It is frustrating.
Have you ever had this happen?
I've never, knock on wood, I've never had anyone's name spelled wrong. I have had a date wrong on one of my vault lids, but they had extra numbers and we changed it right then and there.
Okay.
So we didn't have that issue.
What is a vault lid?
So the vault is an outer container.
Mm-hmm.
Some cemeteries have the rule that you have to be in an outer container. An outer container can be a concrete box or it can be a vault. In this case, he's talking about a concrete vault.
So they're placing the casket
inside this big vault.
But you don't see the vault because dirt goes over it, right?
Correct. This is what the vault hits.
Okay.
And so on the one hand, I do see where it's like if anything's going to get damaged over the years, it's going to be that name and dates because they're, number one, they're plastic. So they could shift, they could get, I don't know. Because I haven't, usually that's not what I'm looking for. I have dug up vaults, but the ones I've dug up did not have names on them.
Okay.
And so on the one hand, it is not the biggest deal because 3/4 of the time no one sees it. On the other hand, if you do, there are vaults that you can print on the top of them, and they're very pretty. Now, if it was misspelled on that would be a huge problem because you paid for that.
That's what it sounds like.
Well, and so I don't know. So it's two different kinds. One type, it just has these little sticky letters that you stick on, and I spell everyone's last name for the vault company.
Okay.
It is the vault company. Okay. Yes, there is amount of human error there. On the other hand, there's a type that's pre-printed that has like a big design on it, and it's very fancy and that kind of thing. If it were misspelled on there, it would be huge. But they send us proofs for those, so
you'd have to get the okay.
Yes.
This is what it looks like. Okay, everything's spelled right.
Correct.
Looks
That
good.
would be, yes. We would have to proof that, and we always show it to the family first, so the family would see that. So I'm guessing that this is the sticky letters that just stick on.
Okay.
So I'm kind of surprised the vault company didn't have other letters with them so they could fix it.
So in the grand scheme of things,
I would do my best to fix it.
Okay. But
but I wouldn't tell family it's not a big deal. I would apologize because that's the
they
right
paid
thing to do.
$3,000 for it.
Right.
But,
it's still the right thing to do.
but no one's going to see
I'm
it, though,
so
right?
Sorry. Right. Generally, people don't see. Yes. Correct.
Well,
So-
but again, they paid
But you still need
$3,000
you
for
still
it.
need to apologize.
Yeah.
It's more
Yeah.
important that the vault works and seals. The seal honestly is more important than that. because once it seals, that's what makes it airtight.
So you would say the appropriate answer is not to say it's not that big of a deal.
That I would not. No, I would not say that.
The last thing to come out of your mouth.
I would not say that. I would not say that. I would say I am so sorry. Let's see. Do you have extra? Let me check with the vault company and see if they have extra letters so we can get this fixed.
Stitt Funeral Home, Ann Yeager joins us this morning here in the show. Again, lunch and learn for Thursday. RSVPs are still open for that. And you can RSVP as well for a chance to win, register for a chance to win, I should say, the family portraits, which are going on Saturday. 236-2113 is the phone number.
Yep.
Ann Yeager, appreciate you being on.
Y'all have a great day and love on your people.
And there's that sad music again. That means my time has come to an end of the Joe Show. Had a blast with you all on this Tuesday morning. Hoping the start to your workday just a little bit more bearable. I'm Joe Mathis signing off. I'm back with you tomorrow morning, dark and early. Danville's one-stop shop for local news, local events, and local voices. The Joe Show, AM 1230 and 103.9 FM. WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Danville Garrett Baseball tonight, 6 o'clock on Z105.
This is